only played one game here, but the San Francisco Demons have already captured the imagination of Bay Area sports fans. And today, from picturesque Pac-Bell Park, the Demons are back home, hoping to send Las Vegas packing like a dejected gambler. A Western Showdown battle for first. It's the Las Vegas Outlaws and the San Francisco Demons.
Please welcome your San Francisco Demons.
As you know, in the XFL, let's head down to Lee Rearman for the mad scramble. Lee, take it away.
All right, folks, you know the rules here in the XFL. We don't mess around with some wimpy coin toss. We do it the right way. We beat the tar out of each other for it. It's called the scramble, and the rules are, there ain't no rules. For the visiting Las Vegas Outlaws, he's a safety who likes to knit, then poke himself with the needles because it makes him tough. Number 28, Jamal Williams. And for the home team, San Francisco Demons, he says, he hate me's right. We all do hate him. Halfback, number 23, Brandon Young. All right, men, do your stuff.
All right, gentlemen, these are your instructions. You'll line up on each side of me. On my whistle, you'll sprint to the football. It's been placed on the 50-yard line. Whoever secures possession of the football will have first choice of options to start the game for your team. And the first choice of any option should there be an overtime. You understand? Put your helmets on. Line up.
Williams this year undefeated on the scramble at 3-0 in the white for visiting Las Vegas. It's still free. And Williams comes up with it.
There we go, Jamal. Yeah.
Make it 4-0, Bob, for Jamel Williams of Las Vegas. Although it took a little while to figure out if he'd still be undefeated.
Well, I'll tell you what, he got a slow start off the whistle, but his outright speed, watch him catch up and pass the Demon Commander. Then the ball comes loose, and it's basically wrestling to find out where that ball went.
So Las Vegas will get the option to kick or receive. And hello again, everybody. Welcome to the XFL and TNN. Craig Minervini, Big Bob Golick. Big matchup today. Western Division. Both teams are 2-1. One thing you got to like about the Demons, Bob, refreshing style. Their head coach, Jim Skipper, says, forget about balance. I don't care about run, pass, run. We want to score points. They're led by perhaps the best quarterback in the XFL, and Mike Pawlawskis, his best completion percentage, 6 touchdowns, although they have only been able to average 14 points a game. They've been moving the field ball up and down the field. But his problem, Bob, is the defense of Las Vegas. They've not allowed a touchdown this year.
They're exactly right. And when you're only averaging 14 points a game, coming up against a defense like this that won't let anybody in the end zone, there's going to be some battling going on between the goal lines.
Las Vegas on offense, they've been really decimated by injuries. They're now working on their 4th quarterback, and this is the guy that got the call a week ago. He was at Stanford in a master's program. Mark Grieve will take the snaps today.
You know what? I can imagine being in school and getting a chance to play football. I would rather do that, but he is the 7th quarterback for this team since, 4th in the 7 weeks since training camp started. But I tell you what, Coach Kreiner, very excited to have him since they have a background.
Well, one thing about the Bay Area, the fans are ready for the wet weather. It's been like this for a couple of weeks. Storms coming in. For more on that, let's go down to Kip Lewis.
Well, guys, it has been raining here in San Francisco on and off all week long. Now, it rained very hard this morning as well as yesterday morning. But the grounds crew, they have come out to work on the field very early this morning. They put down what they call sand with some turfus. It's a drying agent to help keep the field dry. They also use the water hogs machine to extract water from the field. We'll be keeping an eye on the field conditions to see if it has an effect on today's game.
And the field looks pretty good. They took up a lot of water, and if you were here about 3 hours ago, you'd worry about it, but right now it looks like it's in excellent field condition, especially considering the weather here. Mike Panasuk will kick it off, a drama teacher back home in Indiana. And he got the call just before the season to take over the kicking out of Ferris State. And here we go. Jamel Williams and Kaiser are back. Kaiser will take it at the 10. Fakes the hand up to the 20. Oh, he's crunched down. And Las Vegas will take over. James Williams made the hit for the Demons. The Outlaws on offense, 1st and 10. There's Grebe, and what a story this guy is.
We'll get a chance to see what he can do right off the bat. And like I said, Kleiner very excited to get him going. Not absolutely no time at all to get ready for this game, to pick up the series, to pick up the terminology. It'll be interesting to see if he picks it up and picks it up quickly.
His first practice was only 5 days ago on Wednesday, but he's certainly no rookie. He had a banner season in the Arena League, 62 touchdowns, just 3 interceptions for San Jose last year.
385 Hawk! Hot! Hot!
And he's going to pass on 1st down. Out to He Hate Me, Rod Smart. And Smart get up to the 30. Gain of 6 for Smart.
Quad! Okay. Okay, here we go. Straight left short, 5 reach, on 1. Great.
Well, good cadence on the last one. He's been around this. He's played this game before. Almost got that Demon defense to jump offside. So we're watching his cadence all day long.
385 10.
Seems very comfortable.
385 10. Hot.
He Hate Me, Rod Smart. Running wide, and he's got good yardage to the 40 before he was tossed out by Dave Thomas.
Trey left, 88, tailback, quick screen.
Okay, here we go. Bring it, let's go. Hustle in, let's go. Come on, fellas. Let's go. Trey left, 88, tailback, quick screen, on 1. Right.
Definitely sounds like there's not much fooling you there. You hear screen, it's probably going to be a screen.
Black 324 Hawaii. Black 324 Hawaii.
Well, one thing Grebe hasn't played with before is the 35-second play clock.
All right, good job.
You notice the 3 wide receivers split out to the left-hand side, all knew that they were in trouble.
Jim Skipper, the head coach of the San Francisco Demons.
Go Trey left short. Let's go 24 Vans.
Okay, here we go. Expecting blitz. Trey left short, 24 Vans on 1. Ready?
Can you read his personality? He seems very comfortable early on here, Grebe.
Without a doubt, it's just a timing thing. It's a shorter clock, so he's not used to that. Sounds like they're just going to play it safe now, trying to keep it when they think it's going to be passed, they're going to try and come back and run a little bit.
Nope. Trey passing in the flat. He's got Nakia Jenkins, but he could not shake loose of Dwayne Harper. Or maybe a loss of perhaps a yard.
Good cover. Good quicks getting out there to make that play.
Double right short, 96 slant crack.
Double right short, 96 slant crack on 1.
Vince Alcalde is the offensive coordinator. You will hear his voice coming inside the helmet of the quarterback, Mark Grebe.
385 10. 385 10.
Nelson in motion. He had a touchdown last week. He Hate Me. He's got the carry. And he turns the corner and gets 6 yards. Rod Smart already off to a better start than last week.
I was just going to say, last week when he came out, we had the two LA Extreme linebackers, I Hate He and I Hate He too. Both went after him and shut him down effectively, especially in the first half of that game. They've come up and really had to rely on Rod Smart early in this game.
Smart at 24 yards on 15 carries last week against LA. He's already got 17 today. 3rd and 10.
3-15.
Grebe looking for a big play. Tafuri was way short on his pass and incomplete. So the Demons defense holds in their first test against the new quarterback. No fair catch, as you know. in the XFL. The fourth down is an adventure. The ball has to get to the 34 of San Francisco before it is a live ball. That's the 25-yard marker, the 34. And not coincidentally, the Demons have two players right on that 34-yard line as you look at James Hunden back deep. McCallum, excellent punter, will do the chores for Vegas. He booms that one.
Plenty of room to catch it.
Hunden's got it, 16, he can fly. Just tripped up as he got near the 28-yard line by Jonathan Jackson. 43-yard punt, a 7-yard return.
Well, a quick lesson by Grigg figuring out how to work the clock here in the XFL. Understand the footing on the field a little bit. And he also realized he's got a little bit of an antsy San Francisco Demon defense that might be able to be made to jump because of cadence.
Jim Kreiner told us he was comfortable with his quarterback. You saw that certainly allowing his quarterback to throw the ball as if he's been here for years. And flags all over the place. Raining Yankees here.
That's going to make it tough on the Demons right off the bat.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense, number 71. 5-yard penalty, it's still first down.
Scott Adams got a little antsy there, saw some shifting by the defense. He gets a quick jump out there. I tell you what, our offensive tackles, they have got such a tough job of working against quick outside linebackers and defensive ends. They are on a spring, and I think that's why you see him jumps every once in a while.
Number one pass offense, number one overall in the XFL. And a look at the pass here under pressure, and Pawlawskis just throws it away. He was pressured by Angel Rubio, and the defense for Las Vegas is just unbelievable, especially up front.
Yep.
They've already had 9 sacks.
There's Rubio, Carl Simpson also with him.
Trio right, 5 pass, check 5.
Run!
There's Kelvin Kinney, he's the right end who leads the league in sacks with 4. And on the other side, you've got Edwards, who's got 3. Just how good is this Demon offense? We may find out today. Hunden in motion. Pawlawskis looking downtown his way. Got a step on the defender, but it is just out of bounds. And it's incomplete. Corey Blackwell caught up with Hunden and played him very well.
You know, the throw was nice. It was just at the absolutely wrong place. Had it been a little shorter, then the receiver could have come back for it. A little longer, the receiver could have gone long, but it was right there. The defender didn't have to do anything.
What?
Las Vegas is 21% against on third down this year. They've been terrific in this spot, but not here. Hunden's got it at the 50. And Blackwell stops him. First down, Demons. A 27-yard gain.
And you know, guys, that's one of the things that makes that motion, the receiver motion, so important. Even if it isn't the receiver who's in motion, it makes all the coverage people on that side worry. They started worrying about getting a little bit deep, a little bit too early, and Hunden there to make the catch underneath.
Yes, sir. We always get it on third down. Zipper 9.
Maybe Mike always gets it on third down, but this year the opponent's just 8 for 38 against Vegas. That's the best mark in the league defensively. 21%. Demons click on their first chance. There's Jimmy the Jet Cunningham in the flat for 5 yards.
Okay, here we go. Mike, there we go. Let's go trio left, okay? Let's go 4-0, first down.
Trio left, 4-0, first down. Ready? Let's go, get up, get out.
Before the XFL, Pawlawskis not played an outdoor game since 1993 with 11 players on the field. Did have some CFL time. Backfield, it's Terry Battle. No gain in the play. Terry Battle had 2 touchdowns last week. Both teams, though, trying to find themselves running the ball because it's been a tough go for each of them.
Well, especially, like I said, this Vegas defense, very strong up inside. One of the things you're going to see from the Demons offense is a lot of guys split wide. Here we've got a 2-back situation.
Pawlawskis passing here. Rolling in trouble, and he's knocked down.
Ball close.
Play by Tuipala. The ball is free. No signal from the referees yet. Yes, the Outlaws will lead the league in turnovers, have number 9.
Regular.
Tui Pala made the hit, and Carl Simpson came up with it. The Outlaws are in business on 0.
One timeout.
As always, big Saturday night of XFL action last night, courtesy of Bud Light. Let's take a look at the highlights.
It is a cold and rainy night in Chicago.
Oh, and Lester had the ball slipped right out of his hand. Maybe it was an interception. Astor looking to get the end zone. It does.
And New York wins their first one, 13-0.
Casey Weldon against Jeff Brom.
Fumble. Look at this.
Oh, and there's Big Bill Duck. There he goes. There goes the defensive end. Look at that big boy run. This team is for real, King.
4-0 now, as we are back in back belt. And moments ago, this play.
Right, there'll be a shovel pass up front, could not find his receiver. As he spun, he puts the ball down, does not keep in his hand. Outlaw ball.
Big Carl Simpson, the 317-pound defensive tackle.
Boy, but he moves, does he not?
And he can fly.
He gets up, good pressure up in the front of the pocket.
Kleiner thinks he's the best defensive lineman in the league.
Flag 16 jet. Hot.
Second chance for Grieve, and He Hate Me has got it. And he's off to a fine start. 6 more yards there for Rod Smart, who came in averaging just 2.3 on 40 carries, Bob.
Well, you know, with the quarterback situation changing, you knew that they were going to, last week they focused on Rod Smart. This week they had to kind of take a look at what the new quarterback was going to do for him, and Rod is taking advantage of that.
Here we go. Stand! Green 85 jet! Green 85 jet! Hot!
Grieve passing, looking toward Nelson, and Corey pulls it in.
Huddle up, huddle up!
Got it.
Jim Kreiner, the head coach.
We can run the football on these guys, okay?
Talking about running against them. That's something, again, we talked about they've not been able to do in their 3 games this year.
The concern, as we heard earlier from Kip Lewis, the turf has done everything they can to keep it dry and workable, especially for the running backs.
Play action, Grieve in trouble. He's sacked hard by Abdul Salam Noah, and it was forced by Jermaine Miles as well. Loss of 7.
Eric England came through. One guy left in the backfield to block. Didn't matter because about 4 defenders came through. One guy ain't going to stop anybody. So far for this defense, the 3rd time that they have come after Mark Grieve.
That's a prize package worth almost 600 pounds. There, England and Noah.
Check, Green 18, Hawk! Green 18, Hawk! Hut!
Grieve on the draw to Smart. He Hate Me. Another good gainer inside the 40. A gain of 10 yards.
Well, you can say what you want about Rod Smart, but he has got some good awareness inside. You saw early in that run, he got grabbed on the shoulder, just a little flip of the shoulder, just back, and he loses the defender who's got the first hit on him. Good awareness on where the holes are and where to make the cut for the hole.
Winner of the recent ESPN poll, which sports feud do you want to see end? Wasn't Kobe Shaq, wasn't Lindros and Clark, it was He Hate Me versus whatever team's playing.
They want someone love going around.
3rd and 6. And Grieve's going to use an early timeout. With the crowd here letting him
Timeout.
and welcoming back to pro football.
Well, so far, play selection for Las Vegas. 4 passes, 4 runs. Certainly helping Mark Grieve in his inaugural quarterback showing for the Outlaws.
We want to remind you that next Saturday on NBC at 8, it'll be the U.S. Army Game of the Week as the LA Extreme take on the New York, New Jersey Hitmen at the Meadowlands. Now a look at Anthony DeCosmo, the Hitman receiver, who has certainly overcome a lot. An incredible story. His mother, Katrina, helped raise over 80 foster children, but no one has touched her more than Anthony.
It's evident that I've been adopted from day one. It's never been hidden from me. And people always ask me, how did you deal with a situation like that? And it's never been tough because my mother has always found the right words to give me strength or to help me through the hard times.
I knew that his dream was someday to be a professional football player. And of course, like I said to him, my prayers, I have prayers for everybody in the family, but I put them aside, and they're all for Anthony.
I'd love to one day maybe give somebody the same opportunity that I was given. That's what my goal is.
Anthony DeCosmo, a great example of the U.S. Army's victory in life. Back and Pac Bell, and a big play here for Las Vegas, 3rd and 6 at the 37. So you're talking about a long field goal attempt, about 54 if they did not get any yards here.
Set! Green 88 set! Green 88 set! Hot!
Green passing. It's Murray over the middle, going to go downtown. Jenkins was over the ball, held up, and it was thrown short. Terrence Joseph broke it up. And again, I think Bobby had his man there at first, but he couldn't get it there.
Yeah, exactly. The kid Jenkins right, wide open down between the safeties. All coverage back behind him. We talked about Bream's arm strength. That if that ball was thrown any harder and gotten there any faster, they've got a touchdown. 3 defenders were able to catch up to that football and make the play.
So now they're going to punt instead of go for the long field goal. Of course, again, no fair catch. Ball live when it hits the 12. And last week they recovered, you may recall. Going to have to return it. Terrell Sutton in traffic, and I don't think they gave him the danger zone.
Loaded the danger zone.
And the flags are down as Sutton did make the catch.
It's tough as a coverage guy coming down, though. To come down the field, know you got to leave the 5 yards, but especially in a short punt like that, how do you sit back and not take the shot?
Interference, violation of the 5-yard radius on the kicking team. 5-yard penalty will be added to the end of the run. First down.
If you can, the best thing to do is to get the right speed where you can just time it up. But those guys standing well within that 5-yard danger zone.
So Pawlawskis will take over. It is only a 5-yard penalty. So it moves it out to the 15.
Trade break!
Which I think punt returners would like to have that changed.
Wide 90, hot!
Pawlawskis. An avid hunter throwing to Jamie Reeder. Let's take an inside look at the quarterback.
Throwing a pass to a receiver and shooting a gun has a lot of life because there's a finality to it. Once you pull the trigger, it's gone. And whether you made the right decision or not, either the shell is shot or the ball is gone. So you got to make the right choice the first time. And once you pull that trigger, make sure you got it.
Well, so far today, the fishing guide and Cal broadcasters pulled the trigger several times.
He hasn't killed anybody.
I told him to aim toward you once, but
yes, thanks a lot.
Maybe we got 4 quarters, so we can go. Winans was the intended receiver. Didn't lose that one play, though, early on, but fortunately for San Francisco, it did not cost them on the turnover. And that's where Vegas is having their troubles, Bob. All the turnovers they've created defensively, they have not cashed in on the other side of the ball.
We talked about San Francisco and the type of offense they like to run. I guess it was born up here, the West Coast offense. 1 rush so far, 7 pass plays for the Demons, and they're holding true to form.
Number 8 coming. Pawlawskis going the other side. Titus Winans. He's going to come up short, I believe, of the first down. He did get about 7 on the 3rd and 9.
But we talk about them throwing the ball, hardly running the ball. They use those short pass plays like that as run plays. The only difference is that when you hand the ball off to a running back out of the backfield, he's got 5, 6 defensive linemen and linebackers around him. If you can get the ball out quick to a receiver out in the corner, he may be able to beat 1, maybe 2 guys to pick up the first down.
Just 1 Outlaws back. It's Jason Kaiser again. No fair catch. Ball is live right now. Kaiser comes up. Now going to go the other way. Has some room. And he slid down, knocked down at the 50-yard line. And it was Terrence Joseph that came up with a stop. But again, good field position for the Outlaws trying to get on the board in the Bay. You're kind of a crabby guy yourself.
I'm a little crabby. Thanks a lot. Had been a great morning.
Dungeness crowd, right?
Dungeness, that's right.
Dog it, dog it.
They live in those dark rooms with chains on the walls.
Set. Green 85,
Outlaws
Jet.
starting at the 50 once again.
Green 85,
See if
Jet.
Green can move him this time. Oh, he ain't me. He's been the best offensive weapon so far today. Flags are down as he really fought hard just to get a yard or two. And Dave Thomas, along with Dwayne Harper, plastered him.
Well, I'll tell you what, they're going to come back with a holding call on one of the most experienced linemen out there, David Diaz Infante. Abdul Salam Noah, number 92 for the Demons, really got good penetration. And, well, you know, the experienced offensive linemen are told, protect your guys.
Offense,
36-year-old
10-yard penalty.
David Diaz Infante.
Right, watch the penetration in the middle, 92, and Infante just basically had to wrestle him down to the ground. Being an old defensive lineman, they always cheat. It's just they only catch him once in a while.
That's right. A couple of Super Bowls for Dave with Denver.
Hell, I think he's held me. I think Infante Diaz Infante's held me.
Is he that old?
Yeah, he's pretty old.
Green over the furry near side. He got a few yards back.
You better go, baby.
So far, Rod Smart has been very effective. He hate me for Las Vegas.
Very effective, the short pass out there, and also just taking the handoff in the backfield. The footing we talked about earlier might not be the best, but whatever he's doing right, he's got the right cleats for it. He's making the good cuts, finding the holes, and picking up the yardage.
Just in case you just returned to earth, he uses that man as a mental motivation. His opponent always hates him. Taking a look, finding a seam. Here he goes to the right. And a gain of 5 yards for Smart. Bring up a third and about 9.
One of the big problems is this defensive front isn't separating from the offensive line.
Empty, double left, Adidas, 50 hot, Adidas Nike. On one, ready?
Somebody helping Grebe there with the play call.
I don't know, I think it sounded like he was just naming off the shoes on his offensive line.
0 for 2 on third down, 3rd and 9. And he hate me in motion, and Grebe's going to spend his second timeout.
No.
He only has one left.
Remember, he's only had 5 days of practice, so pretty difficult. Of all the positions, you would like to have a little more experience at. Probably the quarterback position.
You think?
Yeah, probably.
What? 1 minute, okay.
Well, as Grebe talks it over, let's see what's going on with one of the Demon cheerleaders.
Hi, I'm Tanisha, and I'm a kindergarten teacher here in Hayward, California. And this is my class behind me. I've wanted to be a teacher ever since I was in the 2nd grade, and now I'm finally living out my dream. On a daily basis, I shape the lives of today's youth for a brighter tomorrow.
Not in the show.
But when school's out, I'm an XFL cheerleader for the San Francisco Demons.
There she is, teacher. Yeah. You remember a teacher like that, Bob?
Oh, sorry, I was singing. I probably did when I was in kindergarten. Shaping the youth of today.
Straight right, 22 Austin, on 1. Hey.
Must have been a private school.
5-8. Rock. All right, back to 3rd and 9.
Green 15 Hawk! Green 15 Hawk!
Grebe passing, going downtown, looking for Furry, which leaned for the ball, and incomplete. He was looking for the call. Terrence Joseph, who's been terrific in the backfield for the Demons so far, again on the coverage, along with the veteran Dwayne Harper. And Las Vegas, again, great field position, Bob, and they can't muster up even a first down this time.
You know, it's one thing to be able to move the ball up and down the field and not score. I mean, at least at that point, you can say, listen, what do we got to do different in the red zone? If you're being handed great field position and you can't even get into field goal range, you really got to take a hard look at what you come into the game with, what kind of game plan you started with.
No fair catch, nearly blocked. McCallum gets it off. Hundon will take it at the 12. And not much for James. The fans here call this place affectionately the hellhole, and a tribute to them, offensive lineman Scott Adams.
Our first game we came out, and
Down in one end zone, there were a lot of banners hanging up that said hellhole. The group of fans that was down there, just awesome. Rowdy, just raising Cain. Over the last week or so, I started thinking about all these nicknames guys have on their jerseys, and it seems all be about, look at me. I asked some of the people, would that be all right with the league to put it on there? Just kind of started toying the idea. And so it's my way to give a little back, but it's also my way to say, hey, welcome to my house. This is my house. When you come to the hellhole, it's time to get it on.
Okay. And there he is, Scott Adams, 315, 34 years of age, out of Georgia. Team's second-round pick, and he says he's having the most fun he ever had in football. Owns his own business, doesn't have to do this, Bob, for the money. Another one of these guys, and there's just so many stories up and down. The passion for this game, I would almost call it the sick passion that you guys have for football. And there's nothing better for these guys. Scott Adams, right tackle, a fan favorite.
Reverse.
Little sneaky play to Hunden coming around the near side. Leapfrogging up to the 33. He was smashed by Mike Crawford, and Kevin Scott got a piece as well.
Well, as a defender, you love getting a shot like that, but I wouldn't get too excited because the guy was up in the air. It's easy to hit a guy who's kind of floating. It's a little different when you're hitting a guy who's digging in, but good. And this just shows the quicks. None of the defenders for the Outlaws able to respond in time. There's the hit. Jason Kaiser also involved.
Quick play to Jimmy the Jet Cunningham. Dragged down after the play as Kevin Scott is pushing and shoving with the Jet. They're getting their money's worth there. Cunningham only goes 165 pounds, about the size of Bob's left hand.
But he was about to, he's not going to be taught any lessons. He said another one of those, this is my house. Although he didn't say it with the same accent that Scott Adams does. So you don't come into my house and push me around. Now, isn't this a spot where, like, Kip or Lee are supposed to be down there with a bucket of water?
Listen, I'm just talking to you.
Dumping on these guys?
Yeah.
Personal foul, number 9 on the white. Personal foul, number 15 on the red. The penalty's offset. The down will count. Second down.
All it comes down to is a little taunting there. Standing over the top. Cunningham taking exception. Good one-handed shot, though.
I don't blame Cunningham. Scott gave him a little smack in the head, and then he gave him a little knee action.
Yes, stand over the top of the guy like that. I mean, that's just basically saying, I've just claimed my prize. There's some pride out here. These guys don't want to take that.
Final play of the first quarter. Play clock down to 2. And Pawlawskis just gets it up. Wide open is Juan Johnson, the fullback. And he brings it up near the 45 for a gain of 5 to round out the first quarter here at Pat Bell. Tough going for the O's so far. And as you look at Scott Adams, the hellhole, and the score here to start the second quarter, the rare Terry Battle offensive tackle of the week, although we just understand he's now made his way to the locker room, and we'll try to get an updated report. Terry Battle, though, does not avoid any of them. The Lugs hit of the week.
A lot of interesting formations we're seeing here from this Demon team. A lot of motion.
The play action. Pawlawskis threw it over the head of Juan Johnson. Again, though, you see the push by the Las Vegas front.
When you talk about pass rush, everybody thinks about the outside guys. They think about the defensive ends or the backers who make the rush on the outside. But it's actually the guys, not to self-promote, but it was those guys on the inside that really had to collapse the pocket. If you don't get a push up into the pocket and take away that place for the quarterback to step up, he's going to step up and be able to throw all day long.
Not to self-promote, however. Right?
Not to self-promote.
Man in motion. It looked like the Jet got over the line of scrimmage before the snap. It's complete. Juan Johnson, a gain of 12 yards. And the Demons finally have the ball on the other side of the field, and they're on the move. Ball to 42 for the Demons. 2-1. Las Vegas 2-1. Winner takes over the West lead. Las Vegas later tonight hosting Memphis, trying to also get to 3-1. That's one on UPN. Brandon Young out of the backfield. A gain of 2.
Mark Grebe, last week a Stanford classroom, this week an Outlaw uniform. When you're out there in the huddle getting smacked around, any second thoughts?
No, this is great. I'm happy to be here.
Like a hand in glove?
I guess so, yeah.
4 of 7, 17 yards for Grebe or Mr. Glove. Whatever you put him.
Mark didn't want to give up that master's program, so he's worked it out with the school. It's worth about $30,000, and he's a grad assistant for the Cardinal football team. He doesn't have to pay for it. Flags all over the place.
Well, on first examination, looks like Angel Rubio jumping.
Not to self-promote, but that was a defensive tackle. Self-demote.
He jumped up.
Prior to the snap, encroachment, defense, number 68.
You know,
5-yard penalty. It's still second down.
Hut! Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh, nice. Way to go. Mike Pawlawskis gets a gift and thanks him for the gift.
Very
what a polite guy.
Delightful guy, yes.
I'm sure Angel and his boys will have some more gifts for him later.
Pawlawskis, he can fire it. Oh, good bullet. On the money to James Hunden. Blackwell in the coverage, but there he is. I think saw the greatness of Pawlawskis.
Yeah.
Really zipped it, and he had to make it a perfect pass.
It really was. Blackwell was right there to make the play. He came in. There it is. You saw the timing of Blackwell coming in to make the hit. That ball was zipped.
And Corey has 3 picks the last 2 games and a couple of sacks. So he's going against perhaps the best corner, best DB. Johnson up the middle. Hey, he got loose for a few. A gain of 9 yards. Flag on the play.
Looks like actually Juan Johnson's face mask might have got tugged on a little bit on that play.
Might have been Kurt Cavea.
You know, it looks like a handle. Not to self-promote.
Not to sell, yeah.
But as defensive guys used to grab them all the time. It's just a matter of getting caught or not.
Incidental face mask, defense number 92. 5-yard penalty, result, first down.
Listen up. Under 77. Sam will cover 0. Under 77.
That's the veteran leader of the defense, Kurt Cavea, 36 years of age, long-time NFLer. A couple of Super Bowls to his credit. Still loves the game. That's why he's still playing. And he's here in the XFL. Pawlawskis going to wind up with Manning. Young firing in. Touchdown, Demons! Brandon Young, a 12-yard scoring play. The first touchdown against Las Vegas in 13-plus quarters this year.
Well, we just showed Kurt Cavea, been around a long, long time. He was in man-to-man coverage. He's out there. You saw him trying to get out to his man. Just could not get out and was quick enough to make the play.
That's an illegal pick. Hey.
A lot of these teams having problems in the red zone, getting balls in the end zone. Not this time.
On the conversion, nothing free here. And Pawlawskis really got the idea of that XFL rule with Rubio and Crawford in his face.
Told you he'd grab another gift.
Yes, he gave it to him. And again, the emotions rising here with the Demons and the Outlaws. Kurt Cavea and the Outlaws not too happy. Not happy looking at that score either. At Pac-Bell, the home team is on top 6-0.
And Greg, this Vegas team not used to being behind in the score. Out of 198 minutes played already this season, they've only been behind almost just under 14 minutes. 198 minutes. So we'll see if they do from a comeback situation.
High kick. Chris Payne up to the 28.
Mike, nobody has scored on this Las Vegas defense all year long until just now. Did you guys have any doubts?
not coming in, we expected to score. That's what we do as an offense. You expect to put the ball in the end zone, and we did it.
What happened after the extra point? You didn't seem happy down there.
44 was trying to dig his fingers into my eyes. So, if you want to play that way, it's a little cheap, but so be it.
Oh! Whoa! Thanks, Jim, because I didn't see that.
That was a beautiful thing.
That's Mike Crawford. Come on,
Wow.
Bob. That's really BS right there.
No, I'm saying it's a beautiful thing that we caught that. Even though I'm on that side, I was never an eye gouger.
I always wondered how those hands could hold nothing.
My fingers weren't long enough to get in there.
Green 15 shot! Green 15 shot!
So the Outlaws on the attack. And he hate me. Gets up to the 15-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Get on your...
Mike Crawford, first touchdown scored on you guys all season. Are you guys discouraged?
No, come on. No, not at all, man.
Now, were you poking Pawlawskis in the eyes, or was it just good, hard-fought football?
No, he's poking me in the eyes, man. Him and I are good friends, though, so it's all fun and games.
Quarterback poking a big guy like you in the eye?
Huh?
Quarterback poking a big guy like you in the eye?
Yeah, what's up with that? I can't believe that.
Mike didn't sound like he was kidding, Bob. I'm talking about Pawlawski. Little pump and run, and Grebe not on the same page with his receiver, Corey Nelson, incomplete. Crawford is known as a wild guy.
Well, that's just, that's just a little bit too far. I mean, I understand what guys, when you get up out of a pile and maybe you push off somebody's neck or, you step on them, things like that, little things that all they're going to do is leave a little mark and make you wince a little bit. But, to actually go after somebody's eyes, ain't right, man.
There's a shot of him when he was with the Dolphins jumping off a house into a pool. He's a skydiver. He's one of those kind of wacky guys, but Pawlawski certainly got his number. Grebe's got to get on the number. That pass nearly picked off, and it did make its way through, but they're going to say incomplete, I believe, as Nelson was the intended receiver. Nelson wants to catch. He's not going to get the call.
Wendell Davis, great aggressiveness and coming over the top, making the play, but that's just not going to work for him.
They're backed up. McCallum will kick this from about his goal line.
I'm not going to treat you, baby. I'm not going to treat you.
Ooh. That looked like a catch to me.
Looked like a catch to me. Well, no replay. You got to go on what the professionals down there in the striped shirts call. That's the way it is.
Vegas using their last timeout here already of the first half. Tonight, the XFL continues in Los Angeles, just down the road on UPN. It's the Memphis Maniacs and the Los Angeles Extreme. Rashaan Salam looking to lead the Axe back to victory. They're 1-2. This is a huge game. Chris Marlowe, Brian Bosworth, Michael Barhan, Chris Raggy for the action tonight in LA.
No doubt about it with this Extreme team. Had a chance to talk to a guy named Juan Long. He was the guy that wore the I Hate Heat 2.
Yeah.
He said it was a good idea when he did it, but he got in a lot of trouble. His mom said, "Don't do it anymore. Your grammar is horrible."
Is that true?
So it's a true story. So that'll be a good one. Another battle for the West as LA tries to keep pace with the winner of today's game.
It's a big game in a 10-game season because if Memphis loses, they'll be 1-3, and LA trying to tie up for first with the winner of this game. Again at UPN tonight, 7 Eastern.
And it's tough. It really is tough because, with a short season like this, you can still have these good teams, but they lose a couple of games, and everything's messed up for them.
Ball live right at the 40. It's a live ball right here. Hundon on the fly at the 47. Nice skip to get to the 40-yard line. The coach of San Francisco is Jim Skipper. Let's hear from him.
I've been a minority all my life, so I'm not going around and say, oh, every move I make, I'm a minority. Oh, we got to win a game, I'm a minority. No, hey, listen, I'm a football coach, all right? And as soon as, we'll be better off as soon as they can not look past people's background as far as head coaches. Hey, he's just a coach. There's nobody now counting saying, hey, they got 938 black guys in the league, okay? Or you don't go around counting how many black golfers on tour, or how many white golfers on tour. So they make it an issue. When it no longer becomes an issue, then we've turned the corner.
Well, the skip could not have enjoyed that. as Tuipala for the Outlaws comes up with the ball.
Kelvin Kinney grabbing it. Good hit up inside. Good penetration.
So again, Outlaw D leading the way for Vegas, causing the turnover.
Watch it right here. Pawlawskis doesn't even get a chance to set up. He gets whacked. Ball comes loose. Calvin Kinney with the recovery.
Boy, his hand was pretty close to starting to go forward.
Yeah, it
looked like a good call.
Tell you what, they really put pressure up the middle on that Outlaw defense. Now their offense kind of digging their own holes is number 74.
To the snap, false start, offense, number 74. 5-yard penalty, it's still first down.
John Blackman, number 74.
Let's go. Here we go. Let's go. Stay positive. Let's go. Trey Wright, 17, Sally on one. Ready?
Let's make some noise for your defense.
You can!
7 penalties now for Vegas.
Green 15, John Hunt!
He hate me. Here's the Hatester. He keeps going. Almost crossed the 50 down to the 45 before he was stopped by Kevin Casefahn.
You got to wrap up. He was hit at the line of scrimmage. Carl Hansen, 75, gets him at the line of scrimmage. He's got to get separation. Problem is the defense. You got to get separated from the guy blocking you. And then when you got to run him back, you wrap your arms around him and you drag his butt to the ground.
Trey Wright, 324, Hawaii, first down.
So again, great field position for the Outlaws, starting 2 drives at midfield and again taking over here. Team in 44, Green. Blocked at the line of scrimmage. Emil Palmer, the big guy out of Syracuse, got a hand up to knock it down.
Hey, it's all timing, man. If you can't, with those quick releases like that, you get a 3-step drive from your quarterback, you can't get penetration. There's no way you're going to get it with a big guy standing in front of you. So you got to be able to get your hand up and timed up just that well, like Emil Palmer.
The Big E. Green for his last 6.
Green 15, John Hunt!
Green over the middle. He's got a receiver in Brett Bash. A diving catch that nearly came up short again, but Bash was able to extend to make the grab.
Hey, good awareness by Green, though. Did you see that? He's got flushed out to his right, saw a receiver, saw the back of the flat, and then had the awareness to throw it to the guy who was open a little bit farther downfield.
Triple! Set! Green 15 Hawk! Green 15 Hawk!
Here's the 8-me again. Another big bursting hole for Ron Smart. He got down to the 25 for a gain of 9. He's running terrific.
You know what's happening?
Regular!
They're running a lot to the weak side of their formation and putting 3 wide to one side.
Deuce left, 96 slant on one. Right.
And then they've been running back to the weak side. And they've had a lot of success, especially when it's been running back to their left.
The 8-me again, the lone guy in the backfield.
Set! Purple 19 Hawk! Coming that way! Purple 19 Hawk!
The 8-me's going to get it, and they're going to hate him here. Inside the 20, down to the 15. Perhaps for the first time this year, the opponents really do hate Ron Smart. Gain of 11.
Hey, here we go, huddle up.
Once again, they went weak side.
Trey Wright, 98 toss, first down.
Ready? And the success of the run game's got to be making Green even feel more comfortable.
Without a doubt, the pressure's not on him to make the big play.
On the bench, he hate me. Not much to the right. Still finds some room to pick up almost 5, and then may have been face masked again as he got down near the first down.
Well, we talked about them having success to the weak side. That one was a strong side run. A lot of defenders over there to make the play. It was up to Ron Smart, though, to find the openings and get his extra yardage himself.
Huddle up. It's too late. Huddle up. Let's go.
Right here. Let's go, huddle. Square it up. Way to run, Ron.
But if there's people out there to make the play on him, he makes them miss.
Good
job by Rod Smart. He hate me.
They called it a personal foul against Eric England, and that moves the ball half the distance down to the 5 on the face mask. First and goal at the 5. Green with some time, bothered from behind. He nearly threw it in the arms of battle as England was all over him, incomplete. The Las Vegas offense with just 4 touchdowns. Now in their 4th game, the defense has 2.
That's
so
right.
They're trying to get number 5 here.
A buddy of mine is saying when Gorvea, their oldest linebacker, is scoring as many touchdowns as they are on offense, you got problems. But you saw the rush there by England.
Set! Block 97! 97!
Crowd is roaring here at Pac Bell. They're going to give it to He Hate Me. And he got about 3. Dave Thomas, the middle linebacker, made the initial stop, and it was a good one. Still a gain of about 3.
You know why? I don't know why they come down. Teams do this all the time too, Craig. They get down to the red zone, they get in closer, and then the goal line situation, and everything changes all of a sudden. All of a sudden they've got to pass the ball. All of a sudden they've got to run strong side when they run a weak side. Stick with what you got.
Reeves is going to have to deal with this. He didn't have to worry about that over at Stanford in his master's program. He hate me. That's the move, and he gets in for the touchdown. Woo! Woo! He hate me with his first XFL touchdown of his career.
We're on extra point. We're going to play offense. Here we go.
Rod Smart, 12 carries, 70 yards, 1 TD.
Straight right short, 48 TiVo on 1.
Keep in mind the conversion rate in the XFL, 2 for 6 for Las Vegas, 33% the conversion, a little lower than the league average, but you have to earn it. Reeves gonna roll. Traffic in the end zone, fires! He's got his man. A flag is down, however, as Mike Murray made the catch. A flag down. So let's see if the Outlaws take the lead or not.
Ineligible receiver, number 74, downfield. Replay the try after a 5-yard penalty. You're in the end zone.
Look where the ball was.
The penalty was on John Blackman, offensive lineman.
He was signaling the touchdown, and I was looking at him standing in the end zone going, you ain't supposed to be there.
Right here.
I think you know you're not supposed to be there.
Straight right short, 25 Vans on 1.
Black. Well, it could be a costly penalty, even a game-turning type penalty, these 1-point plays.
315 hard!
You got it right here. Heyman showing blitz. They're coming with the house. Reeve throwing right side. It's incomplete, looking for Jenkins. And what caused that certainly was the blitz by the Demons.
Man, they brought everybody on that one. Left everybody else singled up. Rod Smart taking the ball in. He's been the workhorse. And he's the guy that gives them the touchdown.
Well, they certainly do hate him. He hate me with a touchdown here for the visiting Outlaws. A 2-yard run. He had 40 to 48 on the drive. First one of his XFL career. His name has been the big thing so far, but his play is living up to it in this game for the first time this year.
You know something, Craig? After a day like this, if I were him, I might go back to my own name because he is making a name for himself, and it might be a time to say, hey, I am smart.
You can't do that. Wouldn't be very smart.
Okay.
I mean, everybody knows the guy now.
That's right.
Ball came off the tee with the Bay Area winds, which are not as bad here by a long shot as they were over at the Stick around the other side of the bay.
Boy, they had some weird weather over there. Played in some games over there that looked like a Stephen King novel.
Jimmy the Jet Cunningham at the 5. Up to the 20. Trying to find a seam. And he's down to the 23-yard line.
Across the 20.
He hate me. Quarterback Mark Grieve is loving you right now. He's a little busy right now, fellas.
Offensive meeting. Lee, you get back in there in a moment or two.
Hey, listen up now, man. That's a hell of a drive. 99 yards on the damn drive. Hell of a job. Now listen, that's just making damn plays because you're playing your butt off. That's all. We made mistakes, but we kept hammering the damn thing at them. We had guys fighting their ass off to make plays. And that's what this damn game's all about. So let's get out there every damn series.
Well, you can tell where he's focused, man. He knows that offense can drive the ball.
Pawlawskis over to Battle. He's going to throw it, baby. But nobody was ready for the throw. And a disaster for the Demons. It looked like there was no receiver prepared as Mike Crawford made the hit, a loss of 13. What the heck happened on that throw?
Well, Pawlawskis got hit as he threw the ball right up under the armpit. So the ball kind of floated back. Now, was it going to be double pass? I don't know.
Looked like Battle was trying to throw.
It looked like Battle. Watching to see Pawlawskis get hit on the arm. Just he throw. If that was a planned double pass, then they were not positioned because he was ahead of the line of scrimmage.
If it was planned, only the quarterback and Battle knew about it.
There's no wide receivers out there. You got to have somebody to throw to.
In motion, Cunningham. Pawlawskis has a little room to run if he wants to. He's going to fire wide open Cunningham. The Jets got it at the 35. Good play there by Mike. He could have gained an easy 5 or 10 running, but he saw his receiver for a gain of 24.
You know, that's what you want from a mobile quarterback. Not a guy who wants to run at the drop of a hat, but a guy that will move enough to keep himself valuable as a quarterback and be able to focus downfield, which he did, getting the first down.
The Demons know they're in a ball game after the Outlaws responded on a nice drive by their rookie quarterback, rookie of the XFL. Hundred in the flat. Punched by Chris Bain in the first hit, gain of 5. Jay Hunt.
Here. Come look right here. Here we go.
Let's take a closer look now at a Demon cheerleader.
Hi, I'm Tracy, and I'm a senior marketing manager for one of the major software companies in the Silicon Valley. And I bet you thought that life at a Silicon Valley startup was all work and no play. But not for this girl. Because after a hard day's work, I rock as an XFL cheerleader for the San Francisco Demons.
There's Tracy getting this crowd going at Pac Bell. Not bad. 6-6. Late in the half. Hey, are these guys having fun or what? The XFL experience is a big hit in the Bay Area, and so is she. As we get going here, 3 timeouts for the Demons. They'd like to use it all and score. Over the middle, near pickoff. Hunden was crushed. Oh, man. James Hunden was absolutely smashed by Jamel Williams.
You know, when you talk about a receiver, and a lot of times we give receivers grief because they won't make the tough catch, or they get the alligator arms and they won't reach out for the ball. That's the reason sometimes they get a little iffy. That kind of hit at the end of the play when you're laid out, and that safety's got you target locked, baby.
Yeah, I'm good.
You heard James Hunden say he's good.
They teach us to say that.
3rd down and 5. Nice safe pass there to Titus Winans. It's enough for the first down. The referee's whistling it as Vegas came up with it after the play. That's a big first down there because Vegas would have plenty of time had they stopped him there because they don't have any timeouts.
Squeeze right nasty, 64
need a lot of
Chicago.
time.
You know, they can hold the clock a little bit better. I mean, they've only run the ball 3 times so far in this half. So they're really doing a nice job of controlling getting the first down with the passing game.
Pawlawskis look downfield, then goes to the outlet. Johnson got a couple of yards out of the play. Joey Tuapala.
Squeeze right nasty.
Crawford in the
Squeeze right
stop.
nasty. Lucky Connie. Lucky Connie.
Who's Lucky Connie?
They're one of the cheerleaders.
Pawlawskis, he's got the jet again. He's got it. He's got it. The Jets got it. Jamel Williams, I'll tell you what, you pay for it anytime you catch it.
No doubt about that.
Time out.
Jamel Williams coming up and making the hit.
Timeout San Francisco as the Jet may have had a wing clip there, and that hit by Jamel Williams. Ouch. The Demon fans have not seen their home club since the opener. They're starting a 3-game homestand here today on the National Network.
And this stadium is just packed with people watching this Demon team trying to get a score before halftime.
That's a 39. Oh, another big hit by Chris Bain on Brandon Young. Huge crowd at Pac Bell Park. Near sellout in the Bay Area for the second straight game. And this place is about as nice as you will see any stadium, I don't care what, in the country. Second and 10, the outlet to the Jet. Here's the Jet. He's motoring down to the 32. Bain again in the stop. A good gainer. Going to bring up 3rd and short.
All right, we got one left. We're leaving it for the field goal team. Field goal team over here. Field goal team, get up over here. Mike, you all right? You all right?
I'm fine. How did we have the cross? He just caught the back, caught my eye out there wide.
Where's the ball at?
You heard Coach say he wanted to keep that one last timeout left. So they can get the kickoff to the
field goal 32-7. We're looking at a 49-yarder, you know.
Hey, Oscar out of bounds. Let's get something quick out of bounds.
Their nickel guy is dinged and is out, number 20.
Yeah.
He's out. Just took him off. He's on Queer Street.
Talking 40.
Talking about Chris Bain and noticing the 5th defensive back being taken off. Let's see if San Francisco tries to take advantage. What do you do here? 3rd down and 3. They're going to go if they say for a 49-yard field goal. If they do not make it, what do you do? Run or pass?
Well, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I think at this point you do what you're going to have to. They're going to pass because that's what they do.
Doesn't matter.
But it doesn't. They got a timeout left, so it doesn't matter if they stay inside or stay outside. They're going to use it. They're going to use it for the field goal team. Right now, they have the ability to go inside or outside.
Long field goal though. Fake handoff, now the shovel! He's got Battle! Battle's got the first down, nice call at the 26-yard line. Terry Battle, as Pawlawskis just drew in, sucked in the coverage, and he got it off.
And the defense knew that because they had the timeout, they could go either way with it, inside, outside. That fake draw up and inside really having it really bite.
Backside Connie. Doubles right, 64 poster backside Connie on 2. Ready?
Here's Connie again. What's your favorite? I know, Bob.
Let's see her little vignette.
White 90.
Down to 24. Pawlawskis over the middle. Oh, some contact by Otto Donald by Kaiser. And it was, I guess, right at the right time. So the clock stops with 20 seconds to go. That's a good hit by Jason Kaiser.
This will be our last play.
Got 20 seconds. Just be smart. Doubles right, 34 Oscar. On one, ready?
With 20 seconds, they should have time for more than 1 plus a field goal.
Without
you can still go end zone, even if you didn't get it. You may have to use the timeout here, though.
Orange 18.
Pawlawskis, man in the front, wide open, Hunden. Did he get out of bounds? He did not. So they're probably going to have to use the timeout, and they do. Now they got 11 seconds.
Mike, 6 seconds.
We have to use it.
That's tough. That's tough. Unfortunately, Hunter could not get out of bounds. He should have gotten to the sideline. He had the ball. He slid to go down, and they could have another play after it. You can see Coach pretty upset about it.
He's using the top kicker here. Well, they could easily go end zone. 11 seconds to go.
Yeah, he didn't want to mess around with the possibility of not getting the guys out there, so they called the timeout.
I think you got to take one more shot at the end zone.
You know, even if you don't line your team up in time, you can still, I mean, you got a good point, because even if you don't line your team up in time, you can still call the timeout.
We can get it down to 6.
No.
Third down right now.
I know. What?
Let's let me throw the ball away and get 6 seconds.
We'll be all right, kicker. We just got to make a tackle on the field goal.
That's what I'm trying to do.
No.
Mike Panasuk is out there.
Hey,
the kicker, but
get out of the kicker's way, man. Get out of the kicker's way. They got no timeouts left. They can't freeze him.
Now the interesting thing here is Pawlawskis.
Hey, it's going to be a black call. I'm not calling it. We got plenty of time. Text everybody, but everybody already tell them that you're eligible. Here we go. Kick it on the ball. Ready?
So Pawlawskis will hold.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to
remind him. 36-yard attempt. Pawlawskis just 1 for 4 on field goals this year. Getting the game-winning 33-yarder in week 1. On the way. It's good. Mike Pawlawskis,
we got to get down
a
and make
drama teacher out of Indiana until the call came for the XFL right before the season. No drama there. Comfortably connects from 36, and the Demons have the lead.
Let's go. Hey, let's go.
Coach now telling them only got to get down and make the tackle on the kickoff return. They got to stop these guys. Don't let anybody pop one. You hate to lose the momentum that you gained after this.
Get him right in here so he can hear what we got. Come here, Mike. Hey, Mike. Pawlawskis, come here. Hell, he's the one that got to know. Ding and donging around. We're going to squib it now. Hey, now look. Nobody.
I feel bad for him, man. People don't usually want to talk to the kickers.
That's why he didn't answer.
And all of a sudden he walked away and they yelled at him.
You heard, though, Skipper saying earlier he wanted to get it down to 6 before the kick, which would have had the clock expired. Now he has to kick it. Bob, I still think he could have made one shot for the end zone with 11 seconds to go.
You're right. Had they been able to get them set back up again, at least take a shot for the end zone, they still had the timeout.
Well, they had used it to
and
stop
if they had a problem of getting it lined up, they still could have called the timeout and been no worse for the wear.
Well, I think they used their last one to stop it at 11. When Hunter was knocked down, the clock stopped at 11.
Okay.
I thought he said squib kick. He ended up kicking it all the way. You heard the coach?
I heard the coach. That ain't a squib.
He hate me. And he's going to be stopped. So that's an interesting squib kick by Mike Pawlawskis. At any event, a very entertaining first half. A fiery first half. You could smell the passion from the two teams.
Ends with a beautiful 2-minute run, 2-minute offense, 12 pairs, 57 yards.
Coach, you guys said you were going to go with a squib kick. You change your mind there?
No. What happened was there were 7 seconds left, and usually what we wanted to do is run the clock out without them having a chance to make a big play. All right, we wanted to attempt to squib it, but I don't know if he hit the thing right. You know, and I was talking to Mike Pawlawskis at the time. What we wanted to do is just leave no time on the clock so you don't have to do a squib. But what Mike was thinking was we had 2 more plays. We'll take a shot in the end zone with another one because we had a timeout left.
All right, thanks.
He hate me. Fantastic first half. You were in the zone today. Is this to pass some time for a green quarterback, or are you just on fire here in the hellhole?
Well, you know, this is what we've been waiting on. You know, got to get our running game together. That's what we're doing right now on the Demons defense.
He hate me had the game-tying touchdown, and San Francisco adding a late field goal to take the lead at the half in front of a big crowd at Pac Bell.
Mike, you guys did a good job moving the ball. What do you have to do differently here in the second half?
No mistakes. If we don't make any mistakes, we'll be a lot better than we were in the first half. We made some mental errors in the first half that killed us. Without them, probably get at least one more touchdown.
Got belts on them. And they're made for a belt because of this thing here, you know what I'm saying?
Here we go with the opening kick of the third quarter. Jimmy Cunningham is back deep. This guy can fly. You can see why they call him the Jet. But he's knocked down at the 27 by Chris Chikuma, the halfback and special teams player for Las Vegas.
Well, they popped one of the Jets' engines at the end of the first half. Took a shot out on a good completion, but a tough guy coming back in and continuing to play.
It's San Francisco because I guess you could say they defogged him.
Oh, that's right. Okay,
he's
nice.
back at it, you know? That's not the ice.
The ice, the fog.
Actually turned out to be a nice day here. Expected some rain. The sun is peeking through about 55-degree temperatures. Pawlawskis finds Hunter, another one of those pretty safe passes. Big hits, the story of this game in the first half. Hunt! And you get the feeling these two teams do not like one another at all. Get some cheap shots from both sides. Keep an eye on that.
And I'm telling you what, the microphones, the hits that you're hearing out there, absolutely what it's like. And I tell you what, you as a viewer, you get a rare opportunity here in the XFL to hear what it's like, to almost feel what it's like to be hit.
Prior to the snap, false start, number 9 on the offense. He pulled out before the snap. 5-yard penalty. It's still second down.
Well, as a defensive player, they teach you if everybody jumps off sides, if you think it might, even if you think it might be you, point at the offensive guy. But you got to sell it. You got to sell it.
There are the numbers.
3 rushes, 29 passes. Hey, and look at this too. Mike Pawlawskis in the first half, 78% completion. 7 different receivers. He certainly knows how to run a West Coast style offense.
Pawlawskis going down the field. He knows how to do that too. And Ron Johnson, who's a fullback or H-back, a gain of 21. So it's not just the little dump. Those very often set up the pass down the middle.
Exactly right. The short things are just basically their version of the run game. And that just keeps defenses honest. But watch this. He's going to get sandwiched between a couple of guys. But did you see him? He got sandwiched. Not only did he get hit like that by 2 guys, but he also was staring downfield as long as possible.
Kinney and Edwards. A late flag thrown.
I didn't see it.
Right on the snap. It was an illegal procedure against the Demons.
Pretty impressive, though. Pawlawskis gets hit as he's throwing the ball by 2 guys.
You say 12 players in the huddle, I guess.
Go!
Got 11 now.
All right. I think the Demons going to want to go back to the line and start the second half over again.
Offense, number 71. 5-yard penalty. It's still first down.
You know, Mike Pawlawskis actually said, he goes, sometimes when the problems come from when they shoot themselves in the foot. Not so much when other people cause them problems.
All ready?
All right, here we go. I'll tell you, as a coach, nothing more frustrating.
All right, let's pop one.
Well, they gained 21. Now they lost 10 of those 21. And it makes it a long 1st and 20.
Orange 90.
Dump off. Johnson was falling down as he caught the ball. DeFay on the coverage. He may have lost a couple of yards, 2 yards, in fact, and it brings up a 2nd and 22.
Where are you, Tom?
Get out the way. Get out.
Well, Mike Pawlawskis talked about coming out in the second half, not being able to make mistakes. Already they've made 2 major ones that have taken off a lot of yardage on a good one good game they've had already.
Looking for receivers over the middle. Oh, Cunningham's hand as he threw a bullet over the middle, and it was incomplete. Fortunate for the Demons, it was not picked off in the defensive backfield.
I was going to say, and you know, he thought he had him because what they tell you as a defensive or as a receiver,
screen.
If you can't catch it, knock the ball down. Never tip it up like that.
Watch his mud on your get off.
Watch the ball.
Over G.
What?
Over G.
What is it? What is it?
Overtree.
What is that?
I don't know.
You played in the other. Did you play? You don't know. Over the middle, wide open is Winans. He's got to the 50. And on the Outlaw side of the field, very close to the first down. A big gain of 23.
Oh, what's the personnel? What are y'all calling, man? Come on.
Corner blitz from the left side of your screen. Kelly Herndon come making a hit. You know what? And I know that frustration.
Quarters.
Sometimes
quarters.
You're not communicating, or you had the wrong personnel on the field.
Already. Go for it. Orange 90.
Yeah, but that time it was just enough for the first down in a long play. Now Brandon Young in the flat. And he picks up Demon yardage. And Vegas can do all the talking they want. Right now, the Demons are getting the big offensive plays.
We talk about Las Vegas, the Outlaws being so tough up the middle and what they can do and shut teams down. When the play starts and there's no running backs in the backfield, there's probably a good chance you can loosen up your coverage people a little bit. Widen them out. Just an observation from an old nose tackle.
Brandon Young again, barreling forward for the first down, a gain of 7. Mike Pawlawskis continues to lead the charge for the Demons.
We told you coming out of halftime, 78% completion to 7 different receivers. Right now, he is 23 of 31 attempts.
Wow.
211 yards and 1 TD. Big day for him.
2 dragon on gunner. Ready?
Out of California, he was the Pac-10 Offensive Player of the Year a while ago. Got out of college in 91. 40 touchdowns in college. Mostly in the Arena League since then. Dunbar stopped in the backfield for a loss of a couple. Pawlawskis never really did much with the NFL. It was an 8th round pick at Tampa Bay. But talking to him about it, he said, the heck with the NFL. It didn't work out for me. Does that define me as a person because I'm not making that kind of money?
Check this out. Pawlawskis going to give the hand off the draw play, and then he's going to try and throw a block. He sees the defensive ends coming from the outside and decides to throw a block. Now, it's one thing to attempt. Better than to be able to do it.
Yeah.
Orange 9-2.
Got to admire it anyway.
Orange 9-2.
Shotgun Pawlawskis rolling left. Oh, in the coverage. And that should have been picked off. Flag is down.
I got the play.
Kelly Herndon nearly picked that one.
Top block.
The chop block on the offensive line. When the San Francisco guys will tell you they like to what they call cut block, but chop is illegal.
Chop's illegal. The difference is cut block they use a lot because on short drops, 3-step drops, they want to get guys off their feet. So they go down towards the leg, keep their hands down. This one's on number 71, Adams. But a chop block is the illegal one is when one other lineman is engaged with the defender, and then a second offensive lineman comes and chops him. It's illegal because it's a defender, you have no defense from it.
Second down, right? This is still second down, right?
Jim Skipper.
There you see Scott Adams, number 71, Hellhole.
Queen's right nasty. Lucky Connie. Ricky Alma, ready?
Again, that's the name the fans have given Pac Bell, and he just want to honor the fans, not himself. That's why he put that on the back of his jersey. 2nd and 27. Pawlawskis pressure. Goes to the outlet reader. At the 50. At the 42. Gain of 8. Gavea and Tuipala on the stop. So they got 8 yards back.
Used to have a name for that screen. It's called a oh darn screen. Everything starts one way, the receiver kind of falls down and eases his way back to the backside. They turn to the left side, boom, pop it back to him.
Lucky Connie, backside poster. Alma, ready? Be alert from the seam pro. Gun, Mike, gun. Gun. Go! Orange 20.
24 out of 32.
20.
A monster game. Look out. Recovers and still fires. Oh! Intercepted by Sanders. Managed to give it to Kevin Scott, I believe, that he was taken down. I think it was a face mask. Nevertheless, third turnover by the Demons. And that time, Pawlawskis didn't get away with being off target.
He was right there on target. You talk about making mistakes.
I told you, man, that gay stuff. All y'all gay, man. This is a gay area and y'all gay. Y'all can't get that.
And he talked about he would make that mistake, according to him, Pawlawskis, but that was just a hell of a play. I think that was just a heck of a play by Brandon Sanders and really timing that up, coming from the safety position. Watch the timing here. Steps just in front of the receiver as the ball gets there.
Pretty nifty play by Sanders. Hard-hitting game here at Pac Bell. The Outlaws take over.
Over here, fellas.
Well, these guys aren't holding back here at Pac Bell.
Turned out to be a real nice day, didn't it, Craig?
Beautiful.
Got a little national drizzle this morning. They were worried about the turf. Sun's actually come on a little bit. The fans are in full regalia. Or whatever you call it. Costumes, maybe.
Regalia. Was that a sailing race or something?
That's right.
Green on the play action, a little fancy dancing. How about that regalia? He's got it! Mike Murray, a 41-yarder! Terrence Joseph.
Nothing more frustrating as a team when you battle and battle and battle.
Trey right short, 17th salary on one.
Chewing up yardage to get your scores, and then a team comes back and hits you on a long one like that. Boy, that just takes it out of you.
Conversion time. 2 for 7 this year. Gotta give it a he hate me. Did he get in? Yes.
Yes.
He hate me.
He's in.
On the conversion.
He's in, baby.
And Vegas grabs a 4-point lead. Here in the third quarter. Back at Pac Bell, bombs away to the guy right there, number 82 Furry on the special teams. You don't get a break here even after a touchdown in the XFL. So he's got to cover.
We gave him a commercial to catch his breath.
41-yard touchdown, the conversion, 13-9, and a real good one. West Division showdown in the Bay. Jimmy the Jet, can he get there? Off the legs, he went out of bounds.
Well, here's how the scoring was set up. Sanders with the interception, beautiful timing, takes the ball away from that Demon offense. And then it comes up to this long pass. Mike Furry right down the middle. Slips in between Lee Cole. And there's Brandon Sanders. He knows that his interception led to some serious points for his team.
Bob Dunbar's had a rough go of it.
Please do not try
Entire
that.
season gets 2 yards.
This will be a quick game, y'all try that. This will be a quick.
Over there.
Hey, did you have a tight crease and rate of that?
Yeah. And the tackle will come around. Yeah, you're coming around. Yeah. Okay. Well, see that everything we said game plan wise is there. Okay. Now let me ask you this.
Demons have turned the ball over 3 times in the game. None for the Outlaws, who lead the league with a +9 giveaway takeaway ratio. That's terrific. Pawlawskis in trouble that time. Nobody home.
You know, you talk about all the different statistics out there, Craig. Giveaway, takeaway, without a doubt, one of the ones that can lead to can really tell the tale to which team is successful and what's not.
Doubles right. 64 captains go on 3. Ready? Go. 3.
Big third down play. It's 3rd and 9 for San Francisco in the game. They are a very successful 4 out of 7 on 3rd down. Pawlawskis, receivers covered on this side, then he's sacked. Coverage sack as Kelvin Kinney got him. But you saw clearly the wide receivers on the right side of the field were well covered.
Yeah, good coverage on the side. He never looked middle or to the other side. He was always focused to his right. Never looked away. Saw pressure coming right away. Stepped back, and boy, as a defender, that backside is a beautiful thing to hit.
Kelvin Kinney got him.
What happened to him? Bad news here. Not only do they have to get rid of the ball, but they're giving it to the Outlaws in real good field position.
Excellent hang time here. Jamel Williams at his own 46. Gets a few yards back. Some good coverage by the Demons and a heck of a kick by Mike Panisuk.
Yeah.
Again, though, the
We're going
Outlaws
to take the penalty.
midfield taking over. The Neiman cheerleaders trying to get their team going here. All of a sudden, things have turned around from that good feeling at halftime. 9-6 with the interception and then the drive by Grieve. Maybe a factor that the Demons didn't respect Mark Grieve's throwing down the middle of the bomb.
Well, he hadn't really expressed himself in that way for most of the first half, so dumping it that long may have caught him off guard.
Throwing it short a couple of times. He was on the money there, working on his master's biochemistry degree over UC Davis. He hate me. Looking for a spot to run behind his offensive line, led by, among others, the center, a veteran, David Diaz-Infante, 36, who likes helping the younger guys.
I was one of those guys before, trying to get somewhere, trying to get a chance to play, trying to, kickstart your own career. And I remember being that same guy right there. And it's a pleasure for me, as the sun sets on my career, to see the sunrise on some of the other guys' careers, too.
Won a couple of Super Bowls at age 32. The oldest player to ever make his first NFL start. Thought he was done with football, but could not resist the urge to come back and play with a passion and to help out the younger guys. He hate me that time. Was stopped by Terrence Joseph, a loss of 3.
Good run support.
Don't get in front of me.
That's what I'm talking about, boy.
Up on that side, right really there. Shut him down. Getting back to Diaz-Infante, though, that really is indicative of the way I think a lot of guys feel about this. Is not only the older guys who get another chance, but some of these young guys who maybe never would have gotten a chance, but you can see them express themselves.
Coach wants Terrence Joseph to make more plays. He's been a factor today. 3-15 down and 10.
3-15 hard.
Demon show blitz, do not blitz. Green lobbing one wide open was his man Nelson, but he went way over his head. Needed him short, and he went downtown on him.
The term chemistry is overused a lot of times, but he really doesn't seem to know where a lot of his receivers are, whether it be by the design of the routes that they're running or just their ability to break off the routes and find open areas. He's not really clicking with these guys.
He doesn't even know their first name. They just joined the team.
Hey, man, it's hard to use for them when all they have is nicknames on the back.
That's right. Ball has to go to the 20.
What'd you do?
Be live.
What'd you do?
Fair catch in the XFL.
No, I always got A gap.
James Hunden at the 15. Trying to break free. And they were all over him. Here at Pac Bell, right in the crowd, right below the big Tron. Craig Minervini with Bob Golick.
Pretty nice being this close to the Tron, except when nobody told us about the pyrotechnics, man.
Got to be careful here.
Wow.
For this series, we're going to give you a special look. We're going to just be quiet. Bob, I'm going to put tape on you. Where's that tape? Put that tape on Bob. We're going to listen in to some of the hits, some of the plays, and see what's going on in the field without our interruption.
All right, I'll go get some coffee.
Can you do that?
Ready?
Hey.
Here we go. Queens right, exit. Lucky Connie, all ready? Go! Orange 90! Orange 90! Not!
Here we go, Mike, here we go. Okay, let's go. Queens left. Okay, go gun. Give me a 65 OG. Let's
Gun.
go.
Queens left, 65 OG. Oh, ready? Ready. Go! Blue 19! Blue 19! The hut!
On the line. So it's going to be lost or down.
Downfield. Yeah. Hey, that's a lateral. That's a lateral. The throw is a lateral. The throw is a lateral. That ball was a lateral. That's why he didn't throw it.
I thought you threw it backwards.
Ball was a lateral.
No, it's not. I thought he threw it
backwards. No, it's not.
Pass is backwards.
Yes, it was. Thank you.
Pick him up.
Hey, man, you cheating, man, Scotty.
Disregard the flag. There was no foul on the play. The pass was backwards.
Right, Emo.
Check one. Orange 90. Orange 90. Show.
So on 4th and 1, after you got a nice listen to some of the sounds of the game, and the quarterback lobbying for the call and got it. They don't make it on 3rd, so it's 4th and 1. And it's the adventure on 4th down in the XFL, no fair catch. Panasonic a good hang time. Knocking it to Jamel Williams, squeaking free up to the 50-yard line, where Las Vegas seems stuck on starting their drives. This is the 5th one today. Quarterback Mark Grieve will lead the attack. Again, a week ago he was in college going on his master's, but he's back on the gridiron.
It's a great situation to come and play, and you know, I don't think if it had been a team that was 0-3 at this point that I would have come. You know, I mean, to jeopardize the program that I was in, you know, to come to a team that doesn't have a chance to win, wouldn't be worth it for me.
Well, so far today for Mr. Grieve, Mr. Student, Mr. Grad Assistant, 6 of 14 for 67 yards. And one beautifully thrown TD.
He ain't been stopped, and perhaps most importantly, Bob, no interceptions.
Right.
You see that today, so far, Pawlawskis had a pretty good game as the one IC.
Trey left, Jack, 16 Sally.
When you got that many passes thrown, though, by Pawlawskis, you can expect a mistake once in a while.
Here we go. Trey left, Jack, 16 Sally on 1.
On 1.
Right.
There's Connie for the Demons and Sally here for the Outlaws.
Set.
And very personal.
Black 324
The last play of the quarter, if it's not incomplete. Grieve fires, has a receiver, Nelson, who's down the sideline. They finally knocked him out of bounds with just 2 seconds to go. Dave Thomas made the head, but a gain of 17 for the Outlaws, and they are already near field goal range.
At the quarter, we got the quarter.
Quarter.
I want to go Frisco left, 50 Nike.
Okay.
So that'll do it for the third quarter. It was a good one for Mark Grieve and the Vegas offense. They lead by 4 after 3. Entertaining afternoon, to say the least, here at Pac Bell Park.
At least it warmed up for the girls.
Trey right.
No jackets necessary.
Hey, if I don't like it, we're probably going to go Nike, okay? I'll give you the sign, okay? If they have 6 in the box. Here we go. Trey right, 10 draw on 1. Right.
Great field position again for the Outlaws. Started in this quarter in the third at the 41-45 of San Francisco, now the 50, and this drive as we start the fourth quarter.
Well, we heard the word draw, and we all know what that is. Let's just see if it's as obvious as it seems.
Didn't fake. Straight over the middle as it called. Oh, the last moment, Besh dropped the ball with pretty good coverage by Dwayne Harper, the veteran cornerback, who is down and humbled. And now some pushing and shoving. Oh! One of the players threw the helmet at Lonnie Pawlawskis, number 66 of Las Vegas. I believe it was Abdul Salam Noah, his counterpart on the defensive line. And the fiery tempers, which we saw a lot of in the first half, spilling over here in the second.
And then Abdul Salam Noah came back, took his helmet off, and basically said, I'll go without the helmet.
Get off the field, Joe. Get off the field.
You don't do it, though, man. I don't get it. Every level of football, you do not take the helmet off and use it as a weapon.
Talked about the injury to Dwayne Harper. He is down. He was playing the ball there as the defensive back, the cornerback on the play. 12-year NFL veteran from the Super Bowl with the Niners.
Well, he was up there with Brett Beck, and he just, boy, worked hard at it, stayed up high and kept the ball. Watch what happens here. We're going to watch the end of the play here where the fight started. Obviously, hard feelings inside.
Big right hand there by Noah. Knocked the helmet off of Pawlawskis, who's one of 13 kids. All have the middle name Jack, which is his dad's name.
It's a way to do it if you want to bring everybody at once, that's for sure.
Yeah, he almost got it.
Adam Samoa.
While the ball was still live, it was a personal foul, roughing the passer on the defense. That penalty will be enforced 15 yards from the previous spot with an automatic first down. After the play was over, we had several personal fouls against the defense and several personal fouls against the offense. Those penalties offset. It's first down.
It's an easy way to hit. Several.
Yes,
you know,
right.
7 years. Yeah, it's nothing.
Let some of these guys know they're awfully close to Alcatraz, aren't we?
That's right.
Send these guys away for a while. The new XFL penalty booth.
Well, right now, the Demons trying to escape from a 4-point deficit
Harper's okay.
for the fourth quarter. And again, the mistakes are hurting San Francisco. They've turned the ball over 3 times. You look at the numbers, you wonder how they're only 4 points down.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Both sides of the ball start to make
Double
mistakes.
left, 24 wide shallow cross on 1.
Awesome crowd here at Pac-Bell for their second home game on a nice San Francisco day. A little chill of the wind, but that's around the 50s and a little rain at the beginning, but that's about it. Big series here for the Outlaws. Grieve looking more and more comfortable. Pull from behind. Look out. Hello to the grass here as Eric England says, go back to score.
Man, good strength by Eric England. He got through. All he did was get one hand on the guy's collar.
Like that?
On Grieve's collar, just like that. Boy, I wish I could show it. I wish we had a camera here. But watch, he's going to be blocked. One hand, about to yank the guy down. Beautiful job defensively.
Eric was featured in a photo in Sports Illustrated as we get a timeout. Well, he told me his mom taught him values and how to treat people. But what about being featured in a Sports Illustrated picture covering 2 pages? A pretty nice moment for Eric England and his family.
It was a lucky shot. I had no idea I was going to be on the cover. And, I was informed by Mike Preacher that, our own number 80 is on the cover of Sports Illustrated. And I was like, yeah, right. I talked to my mom, and she was just, Eric, guess what? I saw you in Sports Illustrated. I'm thinking, okay, well, yeah, that's nice. You quit playing, Mom. You playing with me. So when I saw it, I was kind of excited about it. So, I bought a couple of copies. Just a couple? Just a couple. Maybe 20.
Eric England and the receiver James Hunter, who got the cover of that Sports Illustrated.
They're still buying them on eBay.
Why not?
We're trying to see how much they're worth.
That could be the cover right there. It looks like the same shot. The Bubba Cam in there. And he's letting everybody know about it. Back to the play now. Live action. He hate me in the flat. Good little move. Rod Smart.
It's over.
Got back to the line of scrimmage. James Williams made the stop.
Well, England what a great play that was again to the quarterback, dropping him for the loss. You're in a situation here on this field where a couple of yards this way or that way could affect the ability to get a field goal and get those extra 3 points that might help you.
Well, here's a huge play, 3rd and 21. Outlaws 2 for 7 on 3rd down today. Mesh is in motion. Green throwing end zone. And Jenkins going for it. The ball as he fell, I don't think he could have gone up to anyway.
So now had it. He just tripped.
McCallum will go for the field goal.
He had it.
Jim Kleiner thinks he's got the best kicker in the league.
Heavy to our side. That side gave us one-on-one.
Well, they got a field goal here coming. Opportunity could give them a chance.
McCallum's hit 5 out of 6, including the XFL record so far at 51.
So if he makes it here, they go up by 7.
This one's a 46-yard attempt for the 27-year-old product of British Columbia. No skates for this Canadian. At the distance. And no! It's no good! So McCallum going wide on the field goal attempt, and it keeps it a 4-point game. It was off the mark. (13-9). The Outlaws remain in front, but blow another scoring chance. There aren't many spots around the country that are more scenic and beautiful than San Francisco and the Bay Area, but right now the hometown fans do not like the score. They felt pretty good coming into this game with their Demons.
Well, they got to feel a little bit better. Had that field goal gone through, that would have been a 7-point game. We're talking about a touchdown and the all-elusive extra point, which and the XFL average is what, about 40%?
About 40%, that's it. Pawlawskis looking downtown. He's hit. Ball's free. The ball's free. And it's another turnover for San Francisco. And this one caused again by that tough Outlaw up front defense.
Well, it wasn't that they were quiet in the beginning of the game. They just weren't making the big plays. And this second half, the San Francisco team has done nothing but make mistakes. Adriano Belli comes through the middle, knocks the ball out. Angel Rubio picking it up. Getting possession. Now the Outlaws in beautiful position to start I'd love to start drives like this right here.
Well, Jim Kreiner was telling me last week they got to the quarterback 29 times. They have, I think, the best defensive front in the XFL, and you're seeing it here today, putting the pressure on a very savvy quarterback. Flag down, so Grieve just throws it away.
You know, so many times, too, Craig, it's not just about getting the quarterback and sacking him. As a defender, when you come out here, getting to the quarterback and just getting a piece of him as he's throwing the ball. Hitting him in the ribs as his arm is going forward. Little things more to remind him psychologically that you're around. That affects his game as much as sacking, even more than just sacking him.
Offense number 74, 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay, first down.
With all the talk, though, about the Outlaw defense, don't forget about this Demon defense. They came into the game third overall.
If you don't like your outs, you got your basics.
Okay, here we go. Trey left, Jack. 22 Otter.
4 turnovers, a plus 10 now for Vegas on the season. They have not turned the ball over yet. However, you can also say they should be leading by a lot more than 4 points. The team is very much in it. 3 passing. Again, came up short. Corey Nelson intended receiver. It appears like the wind is coming at the quarterback. He's still got to get the ball to his receiver there.
Yeah, it's not that dramatic yet. I mean, the ball should get out there. Hold on.
Mike, what has happened here in the second half? The penalties, turnovers are killing you guys.
Yeah, miscues have screwed us. I mean, that's where we're at. We're going to give Pat a chance now. Let's see what he can do.
Pat Barnes is the backup quarterback, and it appears from that answer that he might be coming on.
315 Hawk! 315
Hawk! Pawlawskis except for the 1 pick. There's Grieve firing. Nobody home there. Best was well covered. And Kevin Case-Barr.
And Craig, you're right. From that answer, it sounds like Barnes will be coming in. 25 of 35, 223 yards so far today. 1 TD, 1 interception. Not bad days. But, you know, the first half, remember, this guy has 78% completion percentage.
24 Reebok Y Basic on 1.
Certainly couldn't blame him for losing the ball in the last series. He was battered by that front line.
5-8.
Third in the Big 20.
315 Hawk!
Grieve pressured. Running out of time. Comes in at the last moment. He got it off nicely to Mike Murray to pick up at least a few yards in the play. That's a savvy play by Grieve, who had 2 guys right around him.
Good awareness. But he still took the hit. Didn't get him much yardage. You're still in a tough situation.
We got it. Number 78 is an eligible receiver. Number 50 is an eligible receiver.
Kicking team ready to go. Again, they're in the same situation they were.
Remember this team. There's Pat Barnes getting ready to come on. As McCallum attempts a 43-yarder, the wind's coming at him. His last seemed to blow right to the right. He had the distance.
Remember, it makes it a 7-point game as it goes through.
And that's what he's got for 43. So Paul McCallum hits the field goal, and now the Outlaws lead by 7. It appears we'll have a new quarterback when the Demons come back on offense.
Pretty good numbers today, 25 to 35, but you're electing to go with Pat Barnes here.
Hey, listen, we have the luxury of having 2 outstanding quarterbacks, okay? And we just want to get a spark here and see if the changeup does it. I mean, the quarterback gets a lot of the blame, a lot of the credit, and there's no way we're putting the blame on Mike Pawlawskis. It's just we want to just see if we can get sparked up here and get rolling. I mean, we're kind of stumbling overall as an offense, and we just want to see the trigger man can change it up a little bit.
Try the short pooch kick. And it's taken in by O'Donnell. And he brings it up to the 35-yard line.
And there you see Pat Barnes coming on the field. Hey, and he mentioned sparks, Craig.
Lucky Connie, X-Post.
All right, here we go. Listen up. Listen. Freeze white nasty. X-Mode. 64. Connie, X-Post on 1, ready?
Connie. It's a little unsure his first time, but...
outside!
A coach sometimes just looks for a spark, somebody who can just make something happen, maybe a different read for the defense. We'll see if it works out.
Certainly a questionable call if it doesn't work out for Jim Skipper. Here goes Barnes. He's going to take off a dive and take the hit from Kurt Gavea, who would not give him the freebie. Now, Pat Barnes is a terrific quarterback, and certainly Jim Kreider, the coach of Las Vegas, saw him up close and personal because in the Europe, he led Frankfurt to the world title in '99. He says that he thinks Barnes could start for any team in the XFL.
Gutter!
Barnes used to following Pawlawskis. He graduated from the same college 5 years later at Cal. Johnson for a couple of yards.
Man, now that was a hit. There was a hit. A little more shoving on.
Let's go!
Take a look there, Travis.
As a defense, though, sometimes when you see a new quarterback come in, it changes the dynamic of the offense a little bit. The way he drops, the way he rolls out. Maybe he doesn't stay in the pocket.
Period. Everybody got that? It's what we're doing. What we got? We're deuce.
Measurement here on the, they're just about a quarter of a football shy on a 3rd and inches.
Excuse me. Guys?
Tell you what, that's a hell of a hit to stop him, too.
How about this decision?
Right 10 wedge.
Okay, here we go.
Hold it right here.
To put in Pat Barnes, when you have the best quarterback number-wise in the league.
10 wedge out of Queens right nasty, all right?
Okay.
Queens right nasty, 10 wedge, first sound, ready?
I got to believe he's calling his own number on this one.
Jim told me that Pat took only a quarter of the snaps this week. Big play here on 3rd and about 6 inches. On the keeper, that'll be enough. He got to the 45. It's a little dangerous putting the ball out there. It's not a goal line.
That's
but it worked out.
As Mike Pawlawskis, as he gets his much-deserved rest, and I just hope that people realize that look at his numbers. He's not out for any other reason.
Queens left
than
nasty,
to try to
W
find that chemistry that maybe they lost in the third quarter when they came back from halftime.
But do you take your first-string quarterback out, the guy that can take most of the snaps, when you're trying to win the game?
The focus has been off. I mean, they've been making mistakes both sides of the ball.
I don't know. Barnes throws. He has Travis Moore for his first catch of the game. A gain of 3, just picked up a week and a half ago. Great receiver out of the CFL.
And you know what? It's not just about the guy's ability. Sometimes when I've played against teams who put in quarterbacks who would never start in your life, unless he's the last guy healthy. And still, there's something about that change that makes you just feel different, and it sparks that offense. So regardless of what his talent level is, this is something that can motivate an offense.
Green 18, put up.
Second down and 8. The Jet Cunningham's got it. Couldn't use his speed that time. He was crunched by Kelly Herndon. A loss of 1 yard on the play. Good coverage again by this Vegas team. And it's up close and personal. They hit hard, and they make you earn every yard.
Got a flag down on the far side of the field.
Push him back, man. Push him back.
Not enough men on the line of scrimmage.
Now it'll be...
Third and 8. Well, they stopped him at 1. They're better off just taking the play there instead of the penalty.
Illegal formation. Number 74 was an ineligible receiver, and he lined up on the end of the line. That penalty is declined. Third down.
Here we go. Let's go. Trio right.
3rd and 7. It looks like B-Mac obviously is hurt. Brandon Sanders. One of the leaders in the defensive backfield. Pawlawskis was 5 out of 10 on 3rd down. Let's see how Barnes does.
Round 18, put up.
Barnes looking right. Barnes going down the middle. Has Hunter there. Oh, good defensive play by Jamel Williams. Check that, looked like Hurley Tarver in the play. And on 3rd and 7. Now 4th and 7, and San Francisco will have to punt.
Man, Tarver could not have played that any more beautifully. He timed it up so nicely in his coverage. And making a play for the ball. Watch him come right in front of the last second.
Ball has to get to the 29 to be a live ball after 25 yards. Trying to suck again to big hang time. No fair catch in the XFL. Look out! It's a free ball! They may not have given him the danger zone, though. As it's recovered by Lee Cole, they may not have given him the danger zone. And that would be a horrible penalty for San Francisco if that is the fact, because the ball wasn't even caught.
It wasn't even, there was no room at all. The receiver couldn't even move. He is surrounded by so many people.
Now, once the ball hits the ground, it is live, but you do have to allow him to catch it.
Kick catch interference on the kicking team. Violation of the 5-yard radius. 5 yards will be assessed from the spot of the foul. The ball belongs to Las Vegas. First down.
Let's see. Oh, man. I don't like that call, Bob. He could have moved up. He had plenty of room to catch the ball.
There was guys in front of him. I'm going with the call on that one. We had people all around him. But the 5 yards is it's mostly about impeding the guy's ability to get to the ball. There were guys like 1 yard in front of him until the last second.
They're on the side.
No, one guy came up the middle. You can't stand there and then in the last second move away. It's about the whole time. You can't violate that circle at any time before the ball comes in. Or people will be standing in your face and then backing up at the last second.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. I think that call could have went either way.
16 Sally on 1.
On 1. Right. Break for it on. Vegas takes over.
Green 15 Hawk! Green 15 Hawk!
Rod Smart. I mean, it's sort of an easy way out for a guy to avoid catching the ball if he's going to get those calls. He didn't even move. He was 4 yards away from the ball.
Yeah, but I mean, you really want to take the chance of not fielding a ball and hoping that there's nobody, that somebody's violating your space?
Yeah, here we go.
I mean, if you let it go and the ref says there isn't anybody, then
you're right.
Then you're dead man.
You're right, but he was himself good 4 yards from catching the ball.
Who's right? Queen. 5-8. Raven, triple. Set. Purple 19 Hawk. Purple 19 Hawk.
He hate me. Flag down to the flag. We got a few yards.
Well, they're not getting much out of Rod now.
Hold it. We got hold it.
Back. You don't look so hot. You going back in?
Oh, yeah, most definitely, man. There's nothing that's going to keep me out of this, please believe. We just got hit below the belt. You know, take a 5-minute break, and we back in it. You know?
What happened to your head?
I have no idea. I'm not really even worried about it. I'm ready to go.
That's Brandon Sanders. Hard hitter loves to compete. In fact, he says he'll tell the other guys who worry about the interceptions, he likes to go for the head.
On that flip, number 64 offense. Half the distance to the goal, replay, second down. Hey, he's not the football now.
We'll take a look at Brandon Sanders stitching him up here, closing his gash on the top of his head.
Raven, triple.
And they also said he took a shot. He took a shot a little south of the border also. I think that's the one that's bothering him more than a couple of stitches in the head.
It's a little South Pole, North Pole. Grieve. Nice pass for Grieve to Furry. He connected with him earlier for the touchdown, a gain of 17. No anesthetics on that stitch. Look at a little.
Well, I think he already got dinged. I think he was already knocked out from when he got the cut. So they said, do you feel this?
Yeah, man.
And then they just hurry.
Come on, let's go.
Maybe you're right.
Deuce right short, 22 Chicago on one. Right?
Yeah. All right, 3rd and 6. Vegas struggling on 3rd down today. 2 for 9. Reed. And a dump to E8B. Good coverage on the play. Blaine Harper, the veteran, with a big defensive stop. It's a loss of 2 for the 34-year-old out of South Carolina State. 12-year NFL veteran.
Rod Smart going into that. I mean, you kind of felt, if you're an Outlaw fan, that you would go with the guy who kind of brought you to the dance. The first half, it was all Smart.
Next time we get him.
Second half on the ground, 4 carries, 1 yard. They're shutting him down, and that pass, obviously, the reception, I should say, kind of indicative of the way his second half's been going.
Adventure 4th down, XFL. McCallum gets it off, a good boomer. Huggin will catch. Whoa! Has some problems with his partner over there, Terrell Sutton. The ball now gathered in by Sutton. And he stopped at the 36. Sutton's got to move out of the way there and let the top punt returner take it back. Man. The Las Vegas Extreme will hope to be on the same page when they host the X of Memphis tonight on UPN, coming up at 7 o'clock, 4 o'clock Pacific, with Sean Salam trying to lead the X back to 500, while the Extreme look to go to 3-1, a tie for first with the winner of our game. Tommy Maddox has been a tough guy to deal with. The Extreme 2-1, the X 1-2 next. From LA on UPN with Chris Marlowe and Brian Bosworth.
I talked to Tommy Maddox on Friday, and he's just so jazzed about that football team in Los Angeles. He said he likes what they got, the balance of the run and the pass. Feels that they got a good shot at it, and obviously they've got even though they're getting ready for a game, you know they got an eye on what's going on here.
That's a big game in a 10-game season. The top 4 teams in the league make the playoffs. Top 2 in the East, top 2 in the West. B-Mac is back in as
Run 19
from the interview with Lee Rearman.
Round 19.
A couple of stitches not going to knock him out. Barnes is back in as well. Look out! Picked off! Picked off! It was intended for more, and it was picked off by Anthony Hurley Tarver. And Barnes missed the big miscue.
I was about to tell you, Craig, there's 4 minutes left in the game, and the Demons have to go 76 yards for a touchdown. But I said, you know what? I'll tell them that next play. And now it's a moot point.
Just sat down.
Well, what's not a moot point is the decision that the coach made, Jim Skipper, to bring in Barnes for Mike Pawlawskis, who's having a pretty effective day. Albeit he's trying to give him a spark, but still, you have the top quarterback in the league, and the Demons have turned the ball over now in the game 6 times.
Good job.
Now, some of the fans upset.
Pat, can we grab you real quick? Pat? I guess he's not talking, guys.
Pat Barnes walking away in his first XFL action, perhaps not used to the sideline.
Okay, here we go.
Antics.
Double right, 96 slant on one.
Right.
Well, those Demon quarterbacks, problems all day, 2 INTs, a few fumbles, 3 fumbles. Been the turnovers are really taking the game out of their hands.
The field goal could put it away here for Las Vegas. The 8 man. Oh, nice grab from behind, and he stopped.
Hurley Tarver, once again, a big play. What is the magic behind this Outlaws defense?
Well, you know, I just got a good read on the quarterback and got my head to the receiver and made a good play.
And I'm sure you knew he was fresh in the game, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, we knew that, but I was expecting him to run, but I'm glad he threw it.
Las Vegas now with 12. They came in a +6. They're a +6 in this game alone. Yet they're still only up by a touchdown. The Demons can get a D stop with the clock going down to the warning, and they'll have a shot. They've got all 3 timeouts. But as you said earlier, it may come down to that conversion, even if they can get the tying score.
Exactly. Well, Ron Smart's going to be the key to the Vegas success here. If they can just give the ball to him, get the first downs, try to keep the clock moving, get it over with, they can win this.
2-minute warning. Outlaws by 7.
On that last slam, you can hit it.
Jim Kreiner's Outlaws looking to go to their 3rd win in 4 games this year for the emotional head coach for Las Vegas.
Lonnie! What the hell you doing? Lonnie! Get your ass off the field! What are you doing? Hey guys, we got to be smart enough not to get involved in any crap, understand? Okay, we can win this football game if we don't take ourselves out of it, okay?
Jim Kreiner enjoyed some terrific success in NFL Europe, but he came here despite saying he's the only old fart in the group, as he told me, among the coaches, because among the coaches, his son, Mark, defensive coordinator, his nephew, Scott, is the wide receiver coach. And that was one of the reasons he came back for this challenge in the XFL.
Nepotism is alive and well.
Blitz! Oh, big hit on Green! Dave Thomas, the linebacker.
Just keep working.
Yeah. Craig Powell, actually.
Craig Powell.
What a shot. He timed that up so nicely. Grebe just did not have an opportunity. Hey, coming at watching, you're going to see it from Grebe's standpoint. Nobody touches him.
So now they're going to have to give the ball off.
Don't give him a chance for a return now.
On 4th down.
Why aren't you just giving it to Ron Smart?
Yeah, I know it was.
Keep the clock running.
Right.
Get the first down.
He lost it.
Guy came
San Francisco.
Are you hot on Sam?
No. And this is saying a lot. If they're efficient here and can hold on to the ball, we'll get a chance at least at the Outlaws. Hundon is back at the goal line. They didn't want him to return it. He may get a chance. Hundon, good coverage, flag of the play. And that'll be costly if it's against the Outlaws, because instead of having him hold up at about the 8, it could be up the field. We'll see.
Mark Grebe, tough afternoon all around. In that last one, you just took a shot, my friend.
Yeah, that was a good hit. You know, I just want to say our defense played a heck of a game. They kept us in this thing, and, you know, fortunately our offense made enough plays to get it done.
You're still not having second guesses about that choice to leave Stanford last week?
Well, maybe a little bit after that last hit, but no.
Mark Grebe is having a good day. He was not asked to win the game. He's done enough at least to give the Outlaws a chance here. The penalty was holding on the Demons, so it backs them up a few yards back to the 4. They're going to have to go 96 yards. Bob, against a team that has done what?
Against a defense that has allowed 1 TD in over 15 quarters of play this year.
With a quarterback who's thrown the ball a total of what, 2-3 times?
He's completed as many passes to the other team as they have to his own team.
And Barnes is in the end zone, firing over the head, incomplete. He was looking for Travis Moore. Well, Jim Skipper wanted to be in the hot seat as the head coach, and he certainly made an interesting decision here, bringing in Barnes instead of Pawlawskis, who was 25 for 35. Barnes threw the pick in his second series.
Okay. X-post.
Trio right, 50 Ohio, X-post on 1, right?
A lot of pressure on Barnes' shoulder.
Go, 19!
heralded quarterback, though. This is not a number 2 guy by any means. Barnes looking for a receiver over the middle. Pretty good coverage on Travis Moore. Incomplete, and it was B-Mac. Brandon Sanders with a nice defensive play. Moore might have been able to, or should have been able to pull it in.
Come on, come on. What is it? Here we go. Again? Here we go. Quads right.
I would think 2-down territory or not. Or 129, you have all your timeouts. Incomplete, you fun or not?
Go. Green 18.
We'll see.
Green 18.
Big third down. Barnes firing. Oh, good reception by Hunden. That's a first down. Huge play by Hunden. Great hands.
OG.
They're going to go no huddle, get at the line of scrimmage, gets him out of the shadow of that goal line, which really makes it tough for you to run out all your plays. You got 2 timeouts left for the Demons.
Barnes now, down the middle. No, he was looking for Cunningham, could not get a step on the speedy Hurley Tarver, who has had a heck of a game.
Problem is, Cunningham ran behind him, was running with him, and just felt like, well, I can't get away from him. Didn't even try to break away. Barnes is running it anyway.
Okay, here we go. Give me 65 pilot. Here we go. Quickly.
Here we go. Doubles right. 65 pilot. You got a hook. Went inside. Here we go. One-on-one. 65 what? Pilot. Out. Chicago.
2 timeouts left for the Demons.
Money, go.
Second and 10. Barnes came on, lifted for the starter. Here in the second half. That ball incomplete. Barnes was covered.
He's having all kinds of problems finding his receivers.
He was in traffic again by the tough Las Vegas D. Was Andriano Belli.
Okay. So we got to win all the outs. Come on, baby.
All right, here we go. Trio left. Lucky up, Cato out. On one, right?
They hit the 3rd and 10 last time, Bob. Now they're in the 20, same situation.
And they do. With a minute left, just over a minute, they got to get outside and get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Miami. Round 19.
Barnes again, forced backward. Look out. He got away. Still no receiver open, though. He fires it downfield, and it's going to be incomplete. He did avoid taking the sack and a loss of about 6.
Timeout.
But it brings up the play of the game for the Demons.
You got that?
I don't know if he really saw any receivers there. I think he just didn't want to. Exactly. Got rid of the sack. There's a couple of guys out there might have been able to make a play had he been able to get a sound throw off. But he was being jostled and pulled down as he threw it, so he just kind of floated out there.
I didn't see a receiver open. Despite all the time, you would figure there might be somebody open. I only saw 2 guys out there, and they were both well covered.
Hey, what do you think about Ryder right now?
And they had to call the timeout. He's got to catch his breath.
Yeah, if I tell James to keep it quiet like Jim.
One play right now.
Yeah.
Because it keeps him out of that cover, too. You get that one look.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, let's go to doubles, okay, and let's go to 51 gin mirror. You know what I mean?
Huh?
Let's go gin with a mirror.
Okay, yeah, I like it.
Okay, let's go doubles. Come give you some time, okay?
All right.
Okay, here we go.
You do have now. Yeah, you do. It's the hits in the out.
4th down and 10.
Pilot.
Their own 20-yard line, 54 seconds left in the game. It ain't a pretty sight.
So Pat Barnes, 25 years of age, out of California, took over for the starter Pawlawskis.
We got doubles left.
You could call a controversial decision.
Gin mirror.
Skipper wanted to change, get a spark in there. Brought Barnes on here in the 4th quarter. Second series, he threw a pick. Now he has to lead his team downfield.
Yeah, here we go. Doubles left. 65 gin mirror on one, right? 65.
It's 4th and 10, and it's down to this for the Demons. Who do have 2.
Round 19.
One timeout remaining.
Round 19.
Barnes firing over the middle, incomplete. Now Hunden said he was held, and he did not get a call.
not PI.
81.
Well, you know they knew they'd be sitting back. Everybody was essentially had two people covering them.
That's the Vegas D, though, Bob. They pressured the quarterback. We've been talking so much about the quarterback and the pressure being on them, but really the offensive line has got to hold up, too, and the defensive line asserted themselves from Vegas today.
You know, there's this relationship between the guys up front rushing and the coverage people. If you have the talent and you're up front rushers where you can send 3-4 guys, you got more people to cover, man, you're in beautiful shape. Some teams don't have that. They got a blitz, they got a zone blitz, they got to try different things. This outlaw defense really sets up a lot of things for itself.
Mark Grieve, working on his master's in education over at Stanford, got a call about a week and a half ago from his head coach back in NFL Europe, Jim Kreiner. Said, Mark, I've called you a couple of times. I keep calling you. I need you now. I've lost 3 quarterbacks. Will you come back? He talked to his family. He talked to his professors. And they said, we can work it out with your masters. You can still get this degree. Go back and play some football. Win a game. And he did just that today. Threw the touchdown here in the second half to Furry and the Las Vegas Outlaws with a terrific victory on the road to take over first place in the Western Division at 3-1.
And if you look at the two quarterbacks, Pawlawskis certainly had the numbers, 25 for 35 for 223. 1 TD, but what about Grieve? Only 11 for 22, 106. But he got the game. He won the game.
Trying to throw me one, man.
Coach, today penalties, turnovers really killed you guys.
Right, you know, outside of the score itself, turnovers are the next major factor in any football game, and turnovers just bit up and bite us on the tail today. And in a game like this, because it was going to be a very close game, nip and tuck, and so whoever made the most mistakes is going to come out on the losing end of it, which was our case.
You made a quarterback change today. Do you go back to Pawlawski next week?
Yeah, Pawlawski's the quarterback. There's no quarterback controversy. We just wanted to put Pat in there and see if we get spark. You know, it was a situation where the whole offense was out of sync, so maybe you think if you switched quarterbacks, that might have just get us out of that funk zone we were in. So, I mean, Mike is the quarterback. He's played great for us, so we don't just jump ship on the guy just because he kind of struggled a little bit. But I think it was an entire offense, and it's not entirely the quarterback. But in this business, they get too much credit, too much blame. So Pawlawski's our quarterback.
B-Mac, you're bleeding from the head. You got hit downtown. You got an interception. When are you and this defense going to run out of gas, my friend?
Hey, man, we just keep trying to play ball, do what we need to do. I'm kind of glad they got that score, so that's not hanging off our heads. And, hey, you know, underdig this. We in the Yay area, and we playing ball. That's what I'm talking about.
Now, new quarterback this week. Didn't do too well. Next week, do you expect more out of him after one game under his belt?
Oh, yeah, definitely. He got a chance to get in the fire, get some tackles, get hit upside his head. He'll be better, and we'll be better as a team. That's what we need, man. We need a gut fight like this. This was gut check.
All right, buddy, get a shower and clean your head off.
Hey, Mark, you only get a few days of practice in, you come out and get a win. How does it feel?
Feels great. You know, I think, the defense played great today, and it was rocky on offense, and, I didn't know what was going to happen, but, we made enough plays to win the game and let our defense do what they do best.
All right, Mark.
Well, Mark Grieve had quite a good game. I have to disagree with Lee. Not incredible numbers, but did enough. And the big thing, did not turn the ball over, Bob.
Exactly.
No interception, and he threw the big touchdown.
106 yards passing is not great quarterback numbers, but Rod Smart remember, he dominated the first half for them in the run game. That's where the way their offense ran. But Grieve stepped up when they needed, especially on that touchdown, which really, I don't want to say it broke the backs of the Demons, but it certainly put the Demons in a position of having to play comeback.
Still, when the Demons look at this game, despite the quarterback situation, it was 6 turnovers by them. And they shot themselves in the foot time and time again, not to mention 11 penalties, and they came up short 16-9 in their quest to take over the Western Division. So a big road win for Vegas. The Outlaws continue their road swing, the start of a 3-game trip next week, and we'll be there in Chicago. But for San Francisco, a start of a 3-game stand. Birmingham, New York in next. Vegas off to Chicago, where they are struggling in the Windy City.
Yeah, they're looking for a little love back there in the Windy City, and they got some talent. We've seen their talent. We'll find out if they can turn it into a win. Talent means nothing if you got 0 in the win column.
He hate me, getting his first touchdown of his XFL career today. It was a solid game, and again, the turnovers, the factor. Las Vegas continues to lead the league now with a plus 12 turnover ratio as they move to 3-1 on the season. Once again, the final score, the Outlaws winning 16-9. More XFL action next on UPN. Memphis and LA for Bob Golick, Kip Lewis, Lee Rearman, Craig Minervini. So long from San Francisco. This is the XFL on TNN. Played one game here, but the San Francisco Demons have already captured the imagination of Bay Area sports fans. And today, from picturesque Hackbell Park, the Demons are back home, hoping to send Las Vegas packing like a dejected gambler. A Western Showdown battle for first. It's the Las Vegas Outlaws and the San Francisco Demons.
Please welcome your San Francisco Demons.
As you know, in the XFL, let's head down to Lee Rearman for the mad scramble. Lee, take it away.
All right, folks, you know the rules here in the XFL. We don't mess around with some wimpy coin toss. We do it the right way. We beat the tar out of each other for it. It's called the scramble, and the rules are, there ain't no rules. For the visiting Las Vegas Outlaws, he's a safety who likes to knit, then poke himself with the needles because it makes him tough. Number 28, Jamal Williams. And for the home team, San Francisco Demons, he says, he hate me's right. We all do hate him. Halfback, number 23, Brandon Young. All right, men, do your stuff.
All right, gentlemen, these are your instructions. You'll line up on each side of me. On my whistle, you'll sprint to the football. It's been placed on the 50-yard line. Whoever secures possession of the football will have first choice of options to start the game for your team. And the first choice of any option should there be an overtime. You understand? Put your helmets on. Line up.
Williams this year undefeated on the scramble at 3-0 in the white for visiting Las Vegas. It's still free. And Williams comes up with it.
Here we go, Jamel. Yeah.
Make it 4-0, Bob, for Jamel Williams of Las Vegas. Although it took a little while to figure out if he'd still be undefeated.
Well, I'll tell you what, he got a slow start off the whistle, but his outright speed, watch him catch up and pass the Demon Commander. Then the ball comes loose, and it's basically wrestling to find out where that ball went.
So Las Vegas will get the option to kick or receive. And hello again, everybody. Welcome to the XFL and TNN. Craig Minervini, Big Bob Golick. Big matchup today. Western Division. Both teams are 2-1. One thing you got to like about the Demons, Bob, refreshing style. Their head coach, Jim Skipper, says, forget about balance. I don't care about run, pass, run. We want to score points. They're led by perhaps the best quarterback in the XFL, and Mike Pawlawskis, his best completion percentage, 6 touchdowns, although they have only been able to average 14 points a game. They've been moving the ball up and down the field. But his problem, Bob, is the defense of Las Vegas they've not allowed a touchdown this year.
They're exactly right. And when you're only averaging 14 points a game, coming up against a defense like this that won't let anybody in the end zone, there's going to be some battling going on between the goal lines.
Las Vegas on offense, they've been really decimated by injuries. They're now working on their fourth quarterback, and this is the guy that got the call a week ago. He was at Stanford in a master's program. Mark Grieve will take the snap today.
You know what? I can imagine being in school and getting a chance to play football. I would rather do that, but he is the seventh quarterback for this team fourth in the 7 weeks since training camp started. But I'll tell you what, Coach Kreiner, very excited to have him since they have a background.
Well, one thing about the Bay Area, the fans are ready for the wet weather. It's been like this for a couple of weeks. Storms coming in. For more on that, let's go down to Kip Lewis.
Well, guys, it has been raining here in San Francisco on and off all week long. Now, it rained very hard this morning as well as yesterday morning. But the grounds crew, they have come out to work on the field very early this morning. They put down what they call sand with some turfus. It's a drying agent to help keep the field dry. They also use the water hogs machine to extract water from the field. We'll be keeping an eye on the field conditions to see if it has an effect on today's game.
And the field looks pretty good. They took up a lot of water, and if you were here about 3 hours ago, you'd worry about it, but right now it looks like it's in excellent field condition, especially considering the weather here. Mike Panasuk will kick it off, a drama teacher back home in Indiana. And he got the call just before the season to take over the kicking out of Ferris State. And here we go. Jamel Williams and Kaiser are back. Kaiser will take it at the 10. Fakes the hand. Up to the 20. He's crunched down. And Las Vegas will take over. James Williams made the hit for the Demons. The Outlaws on offense, 1st and 10. There's Grieve, and what a story this guy is.
We'll get a chance to see what he can do right off the bat. And like I said, Kreiner very excited to get him going. Absolutely no time at all to get ready for this game, to pick up the series, to pick up the terminology. It'll be interesting to see if he picks it up and picks it up quickly.
His first practice was only 5 days ago on Wednesday, but he's certainly no rookie. He had a banner season in the Arena League, 62 touchdowns, just 3 interceptions for San Jose last year.
385 hot!
And he's going to pass on first down. Out to He Hate Me, Rod Smart. And Smart get up to the 30. Gain of 6 for Smart.
Quad. Okay. Okay, here we go. Trey left short, 5 reach, on 1. Great.
Well, good cadence on the last one. He's been around this. He's played this game before. Almost got that Demon defense to jump offside. So we're watching his cadence all day long.
Green 85-10!
Seems very comfortable.
Green 85-10! Hot!
He Hate Me, Rod Smart. Running wide, and he's got good yardage to the 40 before he was tossed out by Dave Thomas.
Trey left, 88, tailback, quick screen.
Okay, here we go. Bring it up. Let's go. Hustle in. Let's go. Come on, fellas. Let's go. Trey left, 88, tailback, quick screen, on 1. Right.
Definitely sounds like there's not much fooling you there. You hear screen, it's probably going to be a screen.
Black 324 Hawaii! Black 324 Hawaii!
Well, one thing Grieve hasn't played with before is the 35-second play clock.
All right, good job.
You notice the 3 wide receivers split out to the left-hand side, all knew that they were in trouble.
Jim Skipper, the head coach of the San Francisco Demons.
Go Trey left short. Let's go 24 Vans.
Okay, here we go. Expecting blitz. Trey left short, 24 Vans on 1. Ready?
Can you read his personality? He seems very comfortable early on here, Grieve.
Without a doubt, it's just a timing thing. It's a shorter clock, so he's not used to that. Sounds like they're just going to play it safe now, trying to keep it. When they think it's going to be passed, they're going to try and come back and run a little bit.
Nope. Trey passing in the flat. He's got Nakia Jenkins, but he could not shake loose of Dwayne Harper. Or maybe a loss of perhaps a yard.
Good cover. Good quicks getting out there to make that important. Even if it isn't the receiver who's in motion, it makes all the coverage people on that side worry. They started worrying about getting a little bit deep, a little bit too early, and Hunter there to make the catch underneath.
Yes, sir. We always get it on third down. 9. Zip for 9.
Maybe Mike always gets it on third down, but this year the opponent's just 8 for 38 against Vegas. That's the best mark in the league defensively. 21%. Demons click on their first chance. There's Jimmy the Jet Cunningham in the flat for 5 yards.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Mike, there we go. Let's go trio left, okay? Let's go 4-0, first down.
Trio left, 4-0, first down. Ready? Let's go. Get up, get out.
Before the XFL, Pawlawskis had not played an outdoor game since 1993 with 11 players on the field. Did have some CFL time. Backfield, it's Terry Battle. No gain in the play. Terry Battle had 2 touchdowns last week. Both teams, though, trying to find themselves running the ball because it's been a tough go for each of them.
Well, especially, like I said, this Vegas defense, very strong up inside. One of the things you're going to see from the Demons offense is a lot of guys split wide. Here we've got a 2-back situation.
Pawlawskis passing here. Rolling in trouble, and he's knocked down.
Ball's loose.
Play by Pawla. The ball is free. No signal from the referees yet. Yes! The Outlaws will lead the league in turnovers, have number 9.
Regular.
Pawla made the hit, and Carl Simpson came up with it. The Outlaws are in business on 0.
One timeout.
As always, big Saturday night of XFL action last night, courtesy of Bud Light. Let's take a look at the highlights.
It is a cold and rainy night in Chicago.
Oh, and Lester had the ball slipped right out of his hand. Maybe it was an interception. Astor looking to get the end zone. It does. And New York wins their first one, 13-0.
Casey Weldon against Jeff Brom.
Fumble.
Look at this. Oh, and there's Big Bill Duck. There he goes. Up there goes the defensive end. Look at that big boy run. This team is for real, King.
4-0 now, as we are back in Pac-Bell. And moments ago, this play.
Right, there's be a shovel pass up front, could not find his receiver. As he spun, he puts the ball down, does not keep in his hand. Outlaw ball.
Big Carl Simpson, the 317-pound defensive tackle.
Boy, but he moves, does he not?
Man, he can fly.
He gets up, good pressure up in the front of the pocket.
Kleiner thinks he's the best defensive lineman in the league.
Flag 16 Jet! Hot!
Second chance for Grebe, and He Hate Me has got it. And he's off to a fine start. 6 more yards there for Rod Smart, who came in averaging just 2.3 on 40 carries, Bob.
Well, you know, with the quarterback situation changing, you knew that they were going to, last week they focused on Rod Smart. This week they had to kind of take a look at what the new quarterback was going to do for him, and Rod is taking advantage of that.
Here we go.
Stand! Green 85 Jet! Green 85 Jet! Hot!
Grebe passing, looking toward Nelson, and Corey pulls it in.
Huddle up, huddle up!
Got it.
Jim Kleiner, the head coach.
We can run the football on these guys, okay?
Talking about running against them, that's something, again, we talked about they've not been able to do in their 3 games this year.
The concern, as we heard earlier from Kip Lewis, the turf, they've done everything they can to keep it dry and workable, especially for the running backs.
Play action, Grebe in trouble. He's sacked hard by Abdul Salam Noah, and it was forced by Jermaine Miles as well. Loss of 7.
Eric England came to play.
We're going to go double right short, 96 slant crack.
Double right short, 96 slant crack on 1.
Vince All-Call-Day is the offensive coordinator. You will hear his voice coming inside the helmet of the quarterback, Mark Grebe.
Green 85 Jet! Green 85 Jet!
Nelson in motion. He had a touchdown last week. He hate me. He's got the carry. And he turns the corner and gets 6 yards. Ron Smart already off to a better start than last week.
I was just going to say, last week when he came out, we had the two LA Extreme linebackers. I hate he and I hate he too. Both went after him and shut him down effectively, especially in the first half of that game. They've come up and really had to rely on Rod Smart early in this game.
Smart at 24 yards on 15 carries last week against LA. He's already got 17 today. 3rd and 10. Grebe looking for a big play. Tafuri was way short on his pass and incomplete. So the Demons defense holds in their first test against the new quarterback. No fair catch, as you know, in the XFL. The 4th down is an adventure. The ball has to get to the 34 of San Francisco before it is a live ball. That's the 25-yard marker, the 34. And not coincidentally, the Demons have 2 players right on that 34-yard line as you look at James Hunden back deep. McCallum, excellent punter, will do the chores for Vegas. He booms that one.
Plenty of room to catch it.
Hunden's got it, 16, he can fly. Just tripped up as he got near the 28-yard line by Jonathan Jackson. 43-yard punt, a 7-yard return.
Well, a quick lesson by Grebe figuring out how to work the clock here in the XFL. Understand the footing on the field a little bit. And he also realized he's got a little bit of an antsy San Francisco Demon defense that might be able to be made to jump because of cadence.
Jim Kreiner told us he was comfortable with his quarterback. You saw that certainly allowing his quarterback to throw the ball as if he's been here for years. And flags all over the place. Raining Yankees here.
That's going to make it tough on the Demons right off the bat.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense, number 71. 5-yard penalty, it's still first down.
Scott Adams got a little antsy there, saw some shifting by the defense. He gets a quick jump out there. I tell you what, our offensive tackles, they have got such a tough job of working against quick outside linebackers and defensive ends. They are on a spring, and I think that's why you see him jumps every once in a while.
Number 1 pass offense, number 1 overall in the XFL. And a look at the pass here under pressure, and Pawlawskis just throws it away. He was pressured by Angel Rubio, and the defense for Las Vegas is just unbelievable, especially up front. They've already had 9 sacks.
There's Rubio, Carl Simpson also with him.
Trio right, 5 pass, check 5.
Run! There's Kelvin Kinney, he's the right end who leads the league in sacks with 4. And on the other side, you've got Edwards, who's got 3. Just how good is this Demon offense? We may find out today. Hunden in motion. Pawlawskis looking downtown his way. Got a step on the defender, but it is just out of bounds. And it's incomplete. Corey Blackwell caught up with Hunden and played him very well.
You know, the throw was nice. It was just at the absolutely wrong place. Had it been a little shorter, then the receiver could have come back for it. A little longer, the receiver could have gone long, but it was right there. The defender didn't have to do anything.
What?
Las Vegas is 21% against on 3rd down this year. They've been terrific in this spot, but not here. Hunden's got it at the 50. And Blackwell stops them. First down, Demons. A 27-yard gain.
And you know, guys, that's one of the things that makes that motion, the receiver motion, so through. One guy left in the backfield to block. Didn't matter because about 4 defenders came through. One guy ain't going to stop anybody. So far for this defense, the 3rd time that they have come after Mark Grebe.
That's a prize package worth almost 600 pounds.
Mark 18 Jet!
England and Noah.
Check green 18 Hawk! Green 18 Hawk! Hunt!
Grebe on the draw to Smart. He ate me. Another good gainer inside the 40. A gain of 10 yards.
But you can say what you want about Ron Smart, but he has got some good awareness inside. You saw early in that run, he got grabbed on the shoulder, just a little flip of the shoulder, just back, and he loses the defender who's got the first hit on him. Good awareness on where the holes are and where to make the cut for the hole.
Winner of the recent ESPN poll, which sports feud do you want to see end? Wasn't Kobe Shaq, wasn't Lindros and Clark, it was he hate me versus whatever he's playing.
They want someone love going around.
3rd and 6. And Greaves going to use an early timeout. With the crowd here letting him
timeout.
And welcoming back to pro football.
Well, so far, play selection for Las Vegas. 4 passes, 4 runs. Certainly helping Mark Grieve in his inaugural quarterback showing for the Outlaws.
We want to remind you that next Saturday on NBC at 8, it'll be the U.S. Army game of the week as the LA Extreme take on the New York, New Jersey Hitmen at the Meadowlands. Now a look at Anthony DeCosmo, the Hitman receiver, who has certainly overcome a lot. An incredible story. His mother, Katrina, helped raise over 80 foster children, but no one has touched her more than Anthony.
It's evident that I've been adopted from day one. It's never been hidden from me. And people always ask me, how did you deal with a situation like that? And it's never been tough because my mother has always found the right words to give me strength or to help me through the hard times.
I knew that his dream was someday to be a professional football player. And of course, like I said to him, my prayers, I have prayers for everybody in the family, but I put them aside, and they're all for Anthony.
I'd love to one day maybe give somebody the same opportunity that I was given. That's what my goal is.
Anthony DeCosmo, a great example of the U.S. Army's victory in life. Back at Pac Bell, and a big play here for Las Vegas, 3rd and 6 at the 37. So you're talking about a long field goal attempt, about 54 if they did not get any yards here.
Set! Green 88 set! Green 88 set! Hot!
Green passing. Spurry over the middle, going to go downtown. Jenkins was able the ball held up, but it was thrown short. Terrence Joseph broke it up. And again, I think Bobby had his man there at first, but he couldn't get it there.
Yeah, exactly. The kid Jenkins right, wide open down between the safeties. All coverage back behind him. We talked about Grieve's arm strength. That if that ball was thrown any harder and gotten there any faster, they've got a touchdown. 3 defenders were able to catch up to that football and make the play.
So now they're going to punt instead of go for the long field goal. Of course, again, no fair catch. Ball live when it hits the 12. And they last week they recovered, you may recall. Going to have to return it. Terrell Sutton in traffic, and I don't think they gave him the danger zone.
Loaded the danger zone.
And the flags are down as Sutton did make the catch.
That's tough as a coverage guy coming down, though. To come down the field, know you got to leave the 5 yards, but especially in a short punt like that, you know, how do you sit back and not take the shot?
Interference, violation of the 5-yard radius on the kicking team. 5-yard penalty will be added to the end of the run. First down.
If you can, the best thing to do is to get the right speed where you can just time it up. But those guys standing well within that 5-yard danger zone.
So Pawlawskis will take over. It is only a 5-yard